Is it sexy time now, Fozzie?
Oh, yeah.
It's always sexy time at Fozzie's house.
Shut it.
Mostly because of his mom.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Hey, you know where you can get awesome.com deals?
What do you mean by .com deals, Chris Scott?
Like GoDaddy.com deals?
Whoa! It's super easy and super quick. Even a Fozzie like me can figure this out.
Yeah. So go to GoDaddy.com and use Sane 10 for 10% off for all your GoDaddy needs. All right. Yep.
That was pretty awful.
That works.
Good. It's not the news yet, Fozzie. We haven't even done the
Fozzie,
intro.
we have intro music
Shut
done
it.
by professionals.
Oh, yes, of course. We have DJ Screw on the freaking beats.
It's the Perfectly Sane Show, episode 21.
Oh shit, we're legal.
Drink.
Yeah, I got a drink. I got me some rum and coke here. Yeah, 2011, first show of the year. I am Chris. I'm here with Tony,
I got my caramel porter here. It's delicious.
Fozzie,
I have this Nestle Pure Life Agua. It's delicious.
Pansy.
and Jeff.
And I have an ice cold Smittix, but it almost cost me my finger.
Yeah. I heard you almost cut your finger off.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude. It's like a flap of skin hanging off of it now. Like,
Hey-o.
it's bleeding badly.
With your like little baby Band-Aid?
The Band-Aid's covering it and it stopped bleeding, I think, but if it turns purple or something, we might have to cut it off, guys.
That can't be bad.
I'll do it.
Fucking
Of
heavy
course
rain
you
style.
Give me the knife. Take
Dude,
that
it's gonna
fucking
be like
knife
that. It's
off.
gonna be like that heavy rain situation. You have to like find a fucking instrument to cut your finger off with.
Get like a rusty saw and
Yes.
just start hacking away. Oh yeah. I bet Jeff could take it more than that guy though. He screamed.
Dude,
Coward.
I take
Have you
pain.
seen Jeff? I don't know.
Hey,
Jeff
man.
looks like a pushover.
One time I broke my arm and I took it like a man.
Okay. So you cried for like 20 days. Gotcha.
Nah, dude, I hopped on my bicycle and rode all the way home, and like I couldn't lift my one arm, so I was just like riding one-handed and trying not to cry.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Aren't you
manly
a
like that too.
badass?
I
Yeah,
don't
sure,
fucking cry.
sure.
I don't cry anywhere, man.
Yeah,
Except
yeah,
at the end
whatever.
of, except at sappy movies, then I'll cry.
What, like Armageddon?
Sure. You know what? Probably.
No,
did.
sappy movies, not movies for saps.
That movie has
Shit.
Ben Affleck in it. The movie's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Can't
Giant.
believe you guys and your man love crush with fucking Ben Affleck, dude.
Yeah.
Dare say a bad word about the Affleck.
Dude, all he's done is ride the coat off of Matt Damon.
That's bullshit.
Uh-oh. Alright, this isn't the
That's
Movie
it,
Dudes
right,
podcast, so you guys calm yourself.
Yep, that's next week. So.
Hey,
Yeah, so we haven't been together for a bit. The last 3 episodes we had were all recorded over like a 2-day span back about 3 weeks ago. So all of our end of the year stuff. Tony, are you cooled down over Pac-Man now?
I've played a lot of Pac-Man now, and it's still not Game of the Year. Sorry. My score is getting up closer to yours though. I'm at like 78 million, something like that.
There you go.
78 million.
They're only like 12 million ahead of me. So
$78 million on what?
The total score overall.
Yeah, it totals up the score of every game you've played.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so Jeff is at like 14 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprised it's that high.
Yeah, I'm still up there. I'm gonna have to get back on and then stop messing around upping my score on the PS3 version. I'm gonna have to go back to the 360 and get my score going up there a little bit.
I can't believe you have two freaking the same game.
That's great. So yeah, that was fun. That was an experience to be sure.
I got some negative feedback regarding our overall game of the year pick.
Oh yeah.
People are not happy about it.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, for Reach, yeah. Whoa, Chris! This is our loyal, awesome listeners you're talking about here.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. I haven't heard their criticism. So what was their problem?
They're like, no way, dude.
Fuck them.
If that was their argument.
That was the most like vague fucking thing you could have said ever. Like totally no way, dude. Oh, fuck off.
They're like, Call of Duty, dude.
No way.
No.
They were not saying
No,
that.
they're
I don't think so.
Mass Effect 2,
Yeah.
which was still my game of the year, so
That's
So-
fair enough.
I got them back on their good side. They're like, oh man, that Fozzie's so cool. He knows what's up when it comes to game of the years, god damn it. We should all be like him. No? Okay.
Seriously, if you look at the list of games that came out, you got to figure if any of them had come out the year before, they'd have been Game of the Year, you know?
Yeah.
Like Red Dead and Mass Effect 2, it's impossible to pick
Yeah,
one.
there was a good year, and it's scary to think that 2011 is even going to be better, so.
I mean, the thing about our overall game of the year was that we had to come to a consensus on it, and
Right.
we weren't going to do that with Mass Effect 2, or obviously with Pac-Man. So, I mean, Reach is a game that we all really, really enjoy quite a bit. So,
Exactly.
I think it worked for us. I think that game worked very well. I don't know. I think if you listen to that show, we come up with. I mean,
I'm still not happy.
there's an obvious stalemate though. Like we weren't going to get back
the
in.
point of consensus.
You were
We're all
supposed to be
unhappy.
on our team when it comes to Mass Effect. And then you fucking went over to the dirty side of Jeff's.
Jeff, what I had it. I think I had it the lowest on the list out of all of us. I had Mass
Shut
Effect
up.
2 as my number 8.
Damn it, Chris.
I had Reach as my number 3. So,
You're no good to me.
and I mean, I like Mass Effect a lot. Like, I'm looking forward to 3. I'm looking forward to playing 2 again on the PS3. It's just wasn't my game of the year. But it's fair enough. Other people chose it.
Do you think it should be in the running for Game of the Year next year if it comes out as a port?
No.
No.
I don't think it's gonna. I mean, if Mass Effect 3 hits next year, I don't think there's gonna be any shot of it. Like,
It's hitting this year, right?
right? Well,
It's
yeah,
supposed
this year
to
we're
hit.
we're talking about it like we're still in
Yeah, I keep
2015.
forgetting. Yeah, I keep forgetting it's not fucking December. Wait, Mass Effect 3 is coming out this year?
It's
I think
supposed
so.
to come out this holiday season.
Yeah.
But
Oh
it's
my
not
God,
going to.
This holiday season
Just erase. Don't
sad.
even think about it. Erase it from your mind. There's no way in hell.
I'm a thinking and I'm a liking.
Yeah, I mean that November is packed right now with game releases. I mean, if everything that's supposed to come out in November were to come out, it would be insane.
Like, what's coming out? Like, I don't really have an idea.
Oh my God.
Elder Scrolls 5,
yeah.
Uncharted 3 hits in November. Whatever the new Call of Duty game is, it sounds like it's going to be a prequel to the original Modern Warfare.
There's also one more big name coming out.
There's another big RPG coming out.
Not Dragon Age. No, that comes out in March or something.
No, it's a new one. It's from a new developer, Kurt Schilling's company. What is it?
Oh,
38
shit.
Studios.
Right, 38 Studios. They have a bunch of guys from the old Oblivion team. They have what is
Really?
it? Chris McFarlane, the writer of Spawn.
It's like Amawar or something like that. Like,
Yeah, it's an insane team he's put together. I mean they've never done a game
That's
together.
so funny. Like I remember reading up on Kurt Schilling being like an avid like MMORPGer and shit. I was like, he looks like it. He looks like such a dork in real life that I could just totally see him being a gamer.
The guy owns Multi-Man Publishing, which is a World War II and like Civil War board gaming company.
Wow.
Like the guy is a huge gaming nerd. Like
Yeah. Stuff
you
that I
don't
would
get any
touch.
more gaming nerd than Kurt Schilling. And I
Yeah.
mean it's great that he's putting that to work and actually making his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully it's good. So, yeah, I mean, and I'm sure there's gonna be more games that haven't. But right now, I mean, just those games we already said, like that's a huge November.
I'm fully expecting to hear about a new Grand Theft Auto this year. It's been too long.
I think you'll find there's
They were giving like teasers about that. Yeah.
Like they have LA Noire, Max Payne is supposed to hit, and there's one more I'm forgetting. But
I don't
they
think it'll
haven't
come
said
out this year. I think we'll hear about it. They usually come out in like the spring.
Right.
Yeah, that's when LA Noir's targeted for you.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so
I hold my breath with the Rockstar games when they announce a release date.
Yeah.
Like
that's
until
true.
I hear it's gone gold, I'm not even putting in a pre-order. I just don't want to be disappointed.
So yeah, we haven't been together for a while. So what you've all been up to? How was your holiday and everything?
What'd you
Go
get
ahead.
for Christmas, Ozzy? I didn't.
Me?
My stocking was empty. I was waiting for your gift.
Dude, you would get the biggest fucking lump of coal from me you could imagine. It would be funny.
You should see what your mom. Actually, you probably shouldn't see what your mom gave me. Never mind.
They should probably give you a fucking cock, you fucking dick. Let's see here. The best thing I got was this gaming headset that I got from my sister, which is like multi-console, so it works for like everything now, and I'm happy because I didn't have a PS3 headset, so that worked out.
That's not a problem. Nobody else does either.
I know, right? But yeah, pretty much besides that, I got clothes and stuff, so nothing exciting.
Well, you play any games over the break?
Oh God, yeah. Are we doing What Are We Playing?
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. Well, let's see where to start. I played potential game of the year 2010 Alpha Protocol.
Oh God. Why, Fozzie? Why?
I'm like 3 or 4 hours in. It's not terrible. It's not that bad. I like I like the system because everything it's the choices really feel like you're really making them, and like compared to I guess other games, you can see like the choices that you make they really affect it down the road.
There is a cool like like their
Yeah.
bonus system where
Yeah.
it's, if you because everybody that you converse with you build a relationship with, and depending upon whether
Yeah,
you have a good
exactly. And
relationship
you get
or a
like
bad
minus
relationship.
one from them or plus one. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
you have to like know who you're dealing with to like win their affection. But besides that, yeah, the gameplay is pretty god awful. I
Yeah.
think the only thing good about it is like the actual like conversation system, but it's enough right now to keep me satisfied. God, what else have I been playing? I've been playing a couple of the Prince of Persia's because I mean over the holiday break there's so many Steam sales, and I mean like you could buy these games for like $250 and shit. So I was like, holy shit, I might as well fucking get in on this. So, anyways, I've been playing a lot of the Prince of Persia's. What else have I been playing? I've been playing Super Meat Boy, which is actually pretty sweet. I've been playing this game called Silent Hunter 5, which is awesome.
Is that the
Oh.
is that the submarine game?
Yeah, I like sub games. They're pretty cool. So I'm kind of enjoying it.
What era is it? Like I played the original and it was World War II.
Yeah, I think it's still World War II. I don't
Okay.
think they changed it. And then finally, I tried playing the demo of Amnesia, and that game, holy shit, it's so fucking scary. It's one of those games where it is a true survival horror where you don't have ammunition, you don't really have any weapons that you know of. Like you're going from one place to another, and shit's creaking around and everything, and it's fucking freaky. But I liked it. I don't know if I'll buy it, but it was fun to play. And that was just my PCs. Like console-wise, God, I've been playing a lot of FIFA recently. A shit ton, actually. My buddies playing some Need for Speed. And I got Infinite Undiscovery.
I got that game too. It's Sean from Teabag Radio.
Yeah.
That guy begging about that game and telling us how great it is.
Yeah.
So I have a copy sitting here too.
So how is it?
It's boring as fuck. Like the first the first half an hour doesn't capture you whatsoever. And I did tell Sean about that, and he told me he said that it starts out really slow, like really slow. So I'm hoping that the story picks up, but it almost put me to sleep last night, seriously, because it was like late at night, and I was thinking, man, I want to play a JRPG. Maybe this will wake my ass back up, because JRPGs usually have like an exciting first like half an hour at least. And then I played it. You're like in some what?
Some of them do. Most of them don't. Most of them are actually pretty well known for starting off really slow.
Yeah, but like a lot of them like set you up with at least somewhat of a story. This one's just you're in this prison and you're this pussy ass guy that I guess has amnesia and you don't understand what the fuck's going on. And this girl saves you, but I mean the voice acting's terrible. I mean it just so I don't know.
It's supposed to be like that for the first couple hours too. So if you're gonna make it through, be prepared.
Yeah.
Oh, so Tony, what have you been up to? How's your holiday go?
It was pretty good. It was my baby's first Christmas, so he got lots of presents. I didn't get a whole lot, but gaming wise, I did.
Or Christmas.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I didn't need anything. I was get the baby presents. That's all I need. But I did get Demon Souls, so I got that sitting here. I have played it before, but I only played it for like an hour or so. So I'm looking forward to actually getting into it.
Yeah, bitches.
Of course, our gracious podcast host, Mr. Chris Scott, sent us all the Noble Map Pack for Halo Reach.
Yay!
So I've been getting into that. I've put a bunch of time into there.
Those are some good maps.
They're amazing. I actually put in so much time. I watched IGN's tips. Like, they tell you where all the stuff is on the maps. And, of course, I knew where everything was already just from playing it so much. So it's a lot of fun, though. Those are great maps. I got no complaints. Although, I have to say, the one on the spaceship, I die a lot.
Yeah.
Something about the spaces being so tight and being so close to the enemies just brings out everything that I'm bad at in Halo. They kill me a lot. I'm getting better though. It's fun.
Yeah, Halo Reach.
The more I play Reach, the more I like it. Like the more I'm satisfied that we picked it as game of the year.
Jeff enjoys it. I know he does.
I'm actually good at it, man.
I've been trying to drag you out too, Jeff, and you keep saying, I've been drinking too much. I went out to the bar. Keep coming up with excuses. So I don't know that you're actually that good.
I don't know how I am compared to you guys, but like usually I'm in the top 3 a lot of times.
Fighting words. You're top 3, you said?
Usually, yeah, but a lot of times my team in first place, man. And I'll kick the other team's ass like single-handedly and shit.
We'll have to see about that, young man. Not sure. I don't trust you.
I was out there for Tuesday Night Battlefield, guys, and I was alone. I was a little depressed.
I'm so alone. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. What were you playing? Halo Reach?
I was playing Reach.
Oh, poor baby. We'll give you a hug.
Although we've gotten requests to diversify our Tuesday Night Battlefield portfolio. So,
yes, we should go.
I think this coming week we should probably do like Battlefield Vietnam.
Damn it!
What?
We
Hot
could.
Pursuit.
Well, you can do Hot Pursuit. Go ahead. I'm kind. Sure, dude. Like you and
Never.
Jeff run Hot Pursuit.
What's wrong with Hot Pursuit?
Nothing. Nothing. Have like.
got
Look,
something
I think they've got a problem with Hot Pursuit. You got a
It
problem with
sounds
Hot
like
Pursuit. You got.
I don't
Problem.
like racers.
Oh, you're
Sorry.
fucking done. This is like hardly a race. This is like a fucking game of awesome epicness.
It is. I'm with you, Fozzie.
Yeah. Stop hating.
No, go to have Tuesday night Battlefield on the car thing.
The racetrack.
That's it. Except it's not really a racetrack in Need for Speed. It's all open road. So.
On the road again.
You play anything else, Tony? Up to anything else?
I played. I mean, like Fozzie, I took advantage of a bunch of the sales on Steam and Direct2Drive,
Yeah,
so I have
that
a
was-
bunch of new PC games. I got, well, actually, none of them are new, except for I finally picked up Napoleon Total War, which I think for me is a given. I have to play through that game.
It's very good. Well, what I played of it is very good.
Extremely good, and I'm looking forward to killing some more Prussian bastards or whatever. But
Nice.
that game is fun. I also picked up Hearts of Iron 2 complete and Europa Universe 3 complete. I mean, I picked up a bunch of strategy games. So I'm really excited to play through those. I've been playing a lot of Europa Universalis 3. You basically take a nation of the world. Like, I'm France. And it goes from like 1399 and you do like the entire history of the world all the way to 1820. And the turns are like it goes day by day in like real time. It's a lot of fun for a history nerd like me.
I'm a history nerd. Maybe not like you, but
You should try it. I think you'd like it.
how much was it when you bought it?
When I bought it, it was $5.
Okay, so it's probably like $10 now or something.
Yeah, I mean it's cheap and it's out there, and you can get the complete edition with all the expansions now.
Yeah.
Really cheap. So
Cool.
if you're looking for something to be a history nerd, Europa Universalis 3 is the way to go.
History nerds.
So Jeff, how did your holiday go?
It was kind of shitty, but
Hey,
we'll get into that.
You finally beat Epic Mickey, though, I saw.
What?
What'd you
You
say?
finally beat Epic Mickey.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
How'd
How
that
was
turn
that?
out?
It had a really long final level, but it had a really cool final cutscene, I thought.
Yeah, I thought I heard you talking about the final level for like 3 days in a row.
It was long, man. It was like a couple hours long at least. It was cool though. I liked it. No one else
Yeah.
will. But yeah, for Christmas, you guys ever seen The Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Yes.
My dad literally bought me a carton of cigarettes. I was like, cool. I mean, I was happy about it, but it was funny.
Nice.
Um,
At least he knows you.
hey, it's $50 I don't gotta spend.
I know, right?
That's true. Cigarettes are expensive.
Yeah.
Let it be known, kids.
What have I been playing? I finished Epic Mickey. I got Prince of Persia: Sands of Time on PSN. I've been playing through that. It seems really short too. I've only played like an hour or two. I'm like 25% done.
I have it
Shit.
too.
It's awesome though. I love it.
Yeah.
I
What
think
the hell else?
the character models look a little funky on it though.
They look how I remember them.
I don't know. It's like I think the environments look beautiful, and then there's these weird kind of clunky characters, and it's a little freaky. They just
Yeah,
they don't seem to fit with the world.
The environments do look better, I think.
It's fun. It's still fun though.
I still think it's the best of them. What else? I've been playing the last couple of days a lot of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
Nice. Dude,
tried
I got
Go
the
ahead.
most badass fucking time score on Hot Pursuit the other day. I was so proud of myself. I went from a minute 30 takedown time to 19 seconds. I felt like it was a fucking amazing accomplishment. I was very happy with myself.
Dude, I took down this crazy Porsche in 1 minute 2 seconds. Like, I had to do it a couple times before I even could get this thing, right? I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
dude, no one could have beat me. And then I signed into Autolog, and Movie Guru had it done in 30 seconds.
Yeah, he's a little bastard, that kid. He
And
owns all
if
the
you-
scores.
Yeah, if you get a higher score than him too, he will like hunt your score down and defeat it.
Exactly.
Well, you see, like, his times are all great, but you see, like, he's played it, like, over 20 times. To get
Yeah,
it.
exactly. He's
Yeah.
played each one a while, so. We're on to you, Movie Guru. We understand when you're a little business, what you got going on there.
God. I tried out Deadly Premonition.
Nice. How'd you like that?
I didn't really like it that much, but like,
Oh,
I
okay.
swear to God, those guys are on some fucking drugs or something.
Yeah, that story's insane.
Not even the story, just like one, it looks like fucking
Oh,
garbage.
it's terrible, but you have to start like listening to the main character. Did you get to a part where you can like drive the car yet?
No, I just checked it out from work. I played like an hour of it at most, and I was like, okay. I just wanted to see what it was.
It is kind of scary though how the enemies move. Like you'll start shooting at them, and then they like come closer at like.
Yeah, they like phase in and out.
They kind of
Exactly.
like teleport towards you,
Yeah, they kind of teleport, and that to me is kind of freaky because if I saw a ghost teleporting, oh, game over.
And they like
Fuck out.
they like walk backwards, half bent over,
Yeah.
and you shoot them, and fucking purple blood comes out of them.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking weird in that aspect, but yeah, the enemies are still pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, you actually have to get into like the actual story of it though. Like once you get into like the insane characterizations and like the guy talks to him like has he revealed Zack yet? Like where he talks to himself?
No. Oh, maybe. I only played like the opening segment though.
Yeah, I don't remember if he like. It sounds like it's like he's kind of like keeping like a journal, but he's actually talking to himself.
They made it out to like he was talking to like an agent or something that was
Yeah,
helping
no,
him. Like,
yeah,
hey, Zach.
yeah.
But
Oh,
I
yeah,
figured
exactly.
out
Zach-
right away that he was fucking nuts.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah, once you get control of a car and you start driving around, he'll have conversations with himself about movies, like about how like the first time he went to go see Jaws. And it's
Awesome.
batshit insane.
Yeah, I think I'll wait for it to drop even a little more before I actually get it because I didn't really enjoy playing it that much. Like now I remember, I got to the end of like the first level and it was like kind of like a big open area and there's like a ton of the enemies everywhere and they like crowded around me and killed me.
Well, yeah, I mean the game plays like Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5. Like it's like tank controls. Like it's the control wise, it's kind of terrible and it looks like shit.
Yeah.
But the draw of that game is definitely the insane characterizations and the fucking wacky shit that goes on in that world.
Yeah, it's definitely insane. I really do want to try whatever drugs that they were using when they made that game.
Play anything else?
I'm trying to think. I got Banjo-Tooie off of Xbox Live because it was on sale. I don't really like it that much. I tried Endless Ocean, which I don't like that either.
You fuck.
It's so
Is that a
boring.
game? Is it a game? Like,
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you want to.
It's an experience, right, Fozzie?
You,
It's not a game, and it's an experience.
exactly. You know, when you don't want to like mess around with the bullshit of the stress of gaming, you go around, you pet a few fish around. You're like, hey, it's a fucking fish.
you know what I do when I don't want to
pet you.
like when I don't want to mess around with the stress of gaming, I go read a book or I go watch a movie.
Shut it, Chris. We're not all like 75 like you.
Or I
we
pet
have,
my dog.
Look, just shut it, old man. God, you're such a noob sometimes.
Why am I gonna pet virtual fish? It sounds retarded.
It is retarded.
You don't need to like it.
I think
that
the
much, but still.
conclusion we have to draw is that Fozzie is retarded before, right?
I've
Hey,
heard
but-
other people like it, but I mean, I used to own the first one. This one is the second one, and it does seem a little more objective based. It'll be like, go here and find this, and but it's just so goddamn boring.
Yeah, and
Fozzie, just go to a fish petting zoo.
fish
all you need
petting
to do.
zoo.
Jump in the
Actually,
ocean.
when I was in Atlanta, we went to like a SeaWorld type thing, or no, the Georgia Aquarium, which is
They have a
one of the
badass
largest in the
aquarium.
world. Yeah, it's one of the largest in the world. And they totally had a petting area and shit, which was awesome. I got to like pet stingrays and stuff. I was a very happy camper.
Go scuba diving here in Florida. Have you ever done it? It's awesome, dude.
I've never done it with like the equipment and stuff on my back and everything. I've gone
It's incredible.
Really.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. It's a
I
really
don't know. I always have kind of like a. I guess that I've watched Jaws too many times or something. I get nervous around fish and the ocean.
Well, if I saw a shark, I'd get scared, but
Yeah, but what if they attack you from behind? You can't see it.
Normally, if you're scuba diving, though, aren't you with like 8 other people?
yeah, they're not gonna. Yeah,
I don't
Like,
know.
you
bother
just,
you.
you just
One
gotta
of the
you just
kids.
gotta be faster than the slowest person.
Exactly, or knock him out.
exactly. But it's just like the experience of like when you go all the way down, like say 30 feet, and you're breathing under the water. It's just like such a cool experience. And, I don't know, man. It's really cool. Way better than playing a video game about it.
Well, fuck, I should check it out. Well, of course it's going. That's like saying cooking mama is better than like cooking up a dank ass food or something. Of course, in real life, it's going to be a better experience.
Well,
But
I wouldn't play Cooking Mama either.
God damn it, I'm just trying to make a point.
We got it.
That's
So,
it, though.
I think that was it.
Well, Halo Reach, of course. I've been playing that.
So,
Except with me, coward.
I will. You'll see. Teach you a
I'm
lesson.
waiting. I keep hopping on. I'm like, when is Jeff going to show me his skills? And you're never there.
See, I've built it up too much now. I'm gonna suck when I play with you guys.
You're going to hop in, and I'm going to have been playing for like 3 weeks.
Oh no, yeah, and Jeff is going to give us so much bullshit. He's going to be like, "Oh, guys, this is a bad night. Oh, I'm tired. Oh."
It does seem like though, like whenever I do play with somebody, like and anything like that, like I just start to suck. Like if I'm playing by myself, I'm fine. But then when I'm like got other people, it's like I get too self-conscious or something.
Yeah, sure.
Here's what happens with me, and Chris has seen this a couple times. I will play the first match and be really, really good, and then suck from then on.
I've done that. I've jumped in. It's like, oh, I have 17 kills. I'm like a small number of deaths, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, and now I have 3 kills and 17 deaths.
Hey,
Way to go, me! I got to even out that kill death ratio somehow.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah. I
So,
did.
Chris, what have you been playing?
Not a ton. We played some Battlefield Vietnam. We haven't really talked a ton about that. That was fun. That's really good. And I plan on playing more of that this year. I played some Just Cause 2 this week. I did not like that game at all.
I just got it in the mail today. Are you telling me I'm not going to like it? Because that's what I'm hearing from you.
wait, what game? What game?
You might it's not a bad game. It's not bad. It's just not made for me. Like they present it with this story, and when I'm presented with like a story or a main quest, I kind of have to. It's just the way I play games is I want to do that. And this game is more designed for you to just go into the world and fuck around, blow shit up, destroy crap, and like that. I mean, by doing that, you gain points to get other missions down the line. But it didn't hold my interest at all, and the missions.
So you have to earn points to get the next mission. So it's kind of like Saints Row.
You like start off and like you start off. There's a mission, and like then they give you like 3 options to go. There's 3 different factions you can go to. So you go to there, and that unlocks a mission for that. But at some point, like you actually need more. I think they're called chaos points
Hmm.
to unlock the next faction mission or the next agency mission or the next like item that you can buy from the black market or like so everything's based on this like chaos scale, which is what kind of like tells you, hey, go and blow shit up in the world. And I just want to go to the next mission.
See, like I had more
Yeah.
fun like to get those chaos points. It's like you said, you're just destroying stuff.
Yeah.
And I would just like you could go and every city has like 100% completion. Like so you could like blow everything up and be like you 100% completed the city, and that was the most fun part of the game, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, like I could definitely see where people would get that. Like, I just wanted to go on to the next mission, but even then, like when I got that next mission, I'm like, why am I playing? Like, the story is terrible. It's so like the voice acting is horrible. Yeah, I just could not get into it. So I can totally see why some people would. It's like Crackdown or Mercs 2, but better. Um, but it's not for me. So.
It's awesome. Don't listen to him.
I'm not like it's just not the way I play games. So
Is this
and
the
then-
Jeff who likes Halo that thinks it's awesome, or the Jeff that likes Epic Mickey?
This is the Jeff that likes big open worlds that you could explore every corner of.
Boom.
no, and you can do it right from the beginning, like right after you gain control. I think there's like 2 missions you have to do at the beginning, and then they just unleash you on the world, and you can go wherever the fuck you want in it. Like I took a boat out to some island off in the middle of the ocean. Like you can do whatever you want. The world is huge.
It's unbelievably huge. Like you could just like come up on a corner of a map. All of a sudden, there's like a big sprawling city with skyscrapers and shit that you couldn't see before. Like it's the biggest map I've ever seen.
Is this Just Cause?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
One sucks.
Okay.
But I went searching for I heard there's the Lost Hatch, the Hatch,
Right.
like the Lost TV show. So I went searching for that, and I couldn't find it. And then I was like, yeah, I'm kind of done with this now. So send it back to GameFly. I'll move on to something else.
Did you find?
Did I find?
What?
Did you find Jesus?
Jeff?
You didn't hear me?
No,
No.
I said,
Oh.
did you find the nightclub that is a mile above the city?
no. Is that the highest point?
I think. Well, no, there is a highest point on the actual map, but then there's a blimp that's like it's like literally like a mile above, and it has a nightclub in there with a bunch of like everyone's just standing around with shotguns in this nightclub. It's just fucked up, but like that just made me love it more. I'm like, there's a nightclub up in the fucking air.
It's definitely
Nice.
insane. And you can. It's not like GTA where you can, like you're on like an escort mission where you have to transport somebody, from like one location to the other, and if your car blows up, you're kind of fucked. Like in this one, the one mission I did was, they start you off with a motorcycle right off to your left, and you get the marker of like you have to go and basically carjack this limo. And to get there, you have to jump off this cliff, and then basically like parachute down to the limo. You take the limo over, and then like the military chases after you. And my car had like no tires. I was like basically rolling in on blocks at the end. I was rolling down hills, like, and in GTA, like that would be like, oh, you're done, game over. Like this just lets
the
you
car
keep
would go
going.
on fire and then explode.
Like yeah, it was completely ridiculous. Like it's just like the indestructible limo, but and that was it was funny to watch, but not for me. So
All right, what else have you been playing, Chris?
Final Fantasy IX. I've been playing a lot of that on my PSP.
Really?
Yeah, that game's still fun. I really like it. It's in my mind, it's the best PlayStation 1 era Final Fantasy. So
Yeah, a lot of people do love it.
It's very good. Yeah, that's about it. Not much else. Watching a bunch of movies. You know, reading and shit. Not game related. Waiting for the insanity of this January to begin. So.
The insanity.
Yeah. I mean, we got Little Big Planet 2, which I know you have no interest in in playing. At least not
Yeah,
until
we need to talk about this, I think.
Yeah. We can if you want.
Chris is
'Cause
right on this one.
The thing that bothered me the most about the Little Big Planet, I mean, great game, looks beautiful, whatever. The platforming sucks.
Yeah, but
You're floaty. You're either when you're jumping, you're really floaty, and when you're on the ground, you have a lot of weight. And it
because
just made
he's
no
a
sense.
sack. Have you ever thrown like
Huh?
a sack of like rice into the air?
Have
Have you ever done it? Like, I mean, there's.
that?
Well, I mean but that's what he is. Basically he's a sack of like.
Yeah, he's saying
shit.
that when you throw it out, it kind of like is in like a standstill position, and then it comes down at a fast pace.
Yeah, it's like he go up, he jumps up, like, and there's like that slow motion up, and then he hits his apex, and he comes down like a fucking rock. After the shit, after like
Damn it, Napo!
after
Didn't
his
they
weight
teach you
shift.
this?
It was so hard to control.
no,
And there
I
are times
mean-
when you would go up like to the edge of a cliff and you'd hit the jump button, and you just wouldn't jump. You just fall to your death.
Yeah, it
Alright,
does
Well,
suck
annoyed the hell out of
sometimes.
me.
Well, here's all right. So you're like playing it off of you want Mario platforming, which is understandable. I mean, you've been playing Mario games for the last 20 years, and in this one, like the you have to adjust your platforming to the world at hand. So like if you want to jump, you need to jump before you get to that edge of the cliff, so that Sackboy can adjust like his motion, then like let the physics take over.
But there were parts where you had to jump from the edge of the cliff, or you wouldn't make it. Like there were levels I had to do over and over and over again, simply because you had to jump from that one little spot, and it was almost impossible to hit that spot where he would actually jump and be able to make it.
I think you were playing it wrong.
I think my girlfriend beat that game fairly easily.
Oh,
I mean, I don't remember how long it took me, but
Seems like it took you extra long.
yeah, I didn't enjoy it. Like, I did not enjoy the platforming.
I mean, it's fair enough. Like, I don't get that. I didn't feel that the controls were bad. I felt that they were what they were for that game. I adjusted to them in that first level, and I was like, this is how Sackboy controls, and that's how I'm gonna work.
It did kind of suck. Like trying to grab on the stuff is sometimes a bitch, and then doing the double jump can be a hassle too. I mean, I
Or
can see
something- if you-
I can see where
you had-
Tony's coming from, where we don't really want a Sackboy physics because.
Oh, I get
Sackboy
that, but that's
physics
what that
don't
game was. Like, I
Yeah.
understand that you don't want that, but that's what that game was, and
I mean,
I
I
don't-
don't know. I think it was a bad judgment call on their part to make it like Sackboy physics. I mean,
Ah! There were
Well, I
also
think-
parts where there'd be like a fire or a flame or a blade right above you, and it was just so hard to make him jump like just a little bit. And you couldn't climb up ledges. You always had to jump, no matter how high the ledge actually was.
right.
little-
There was
little
no
level
climb
design
button,
things
but
like
I mean, is there a climb button in Mario? I don't think so. Like, you come up to like
You can latch onto edges though, and that kind of thing.
all right,
I'm with you, Chris. I'll play Little Big Planet 2 with you.
off.
shut it, Jeff. No one cares what you think.
I do.
I can't wait, man.
That game's gonna be great.
The demo for the
No,
second one.
I do like it. I mean, the custom levels are way too much fun. That's what I think. I mean,
I think part of my problem with the custom levels though was everybody was trying to make Mario 1-1, Mario 2-2, or Mario 1-2, and it's like he doesn't
That's
control
not
like
fair.
that. So it's like you're making these like accurate reproductions of that game, but the physics for that don't work.
I like the ones where it was so simple, where you just had like a skateboard, and you just had to go downhill and collect points and shit. Because the best would be like when you try and like latch on to other people and, like their facial reaction. You're like, Oh God, I don't know if I can make this. Times.
But I'm expecting some really cool shit to come out of that because they gave beta access to all their like high level like user creator content people.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So they all know how to make good shit. Like that was one of the problems with Little Big Planet 1 was you got in there and everyone was kind of like testing out how to build levels.
Yeah.
And I mean the give and take in that is there's like 2% of people that give you levels and then the rest of the people take them and they never give anything back to the community. And so it took a while for people to kind of get adjusted to getting these good levels. So I'm hoping there's more good user created content from launch. But Tony won't be playing any of that till this time next
Stupid
year.
Tony.
Yeah, I will pick it up for cheap. I will gamefly it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna play it, but I'm
You
not
better
gonna be
not
there
get
day
crazy.
one. It's not that appealing to me. Having played through the first game.
How dare you?
So, Fozzie, whose side are you arguing on?
Fozzie's on both sides. That traitor.
It's like,
No,
I like it. I
no,
like
no,
it,
no,
but
no,
I
no, no,
don't
no,
like
no.
it.
I'm on your side, where I love the game but I do agree with Tony that the controls are fucked. So
Fozzie's gonna get executed in no man's land. Between
I
our
like
teams.
no, I like the game. I like the game, but the controls are stupid.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean, Mass Effect 2 comes out for the PS3. Dead Space 2 comes out. Like, there's a lot of good stuff coming out in January.
I'm really looking forward to February. Killzone 3, Beyond
Yeah.
Good and Evil HD. Get on that.
Torchlight.
Torchlight, yes, Torchlight. It's what I mean, isn't that what you've been asking for, Jeff?
Yes.
Like a Champions of Norath, Baldur's Gate,
Now,
Double
is
Alliance
it
type
going
game.
to be a multiplayer too?
I don't think so. I don't think they're implementing
no.
it for the first one.
So stupid. Not even
I
for
mean-
Xbox Live Arcade.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I think they're working on Torchlight 2, and that'll be coming out soon. So I think sometime this year.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to have multiplayer. I don't know how much effort they're actually. I don't know if they pushed it off to another studio or what's going on. But it wasn't built to have multiplayer in the first one, so.
Oh, I got you.
I just don't get why they would make a game like that without co-op, but I'm still gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm all over that. I love the game on the PC, and this looks like it'll be quite a bit of fun. And you keep saying we need to play Beyond Good and Evil, so
Yeah, pick it up, guys. I'm gonna get it too. I mean, I'm excited.
Get excited.
anything else in February, Tony? Dragon Age.
I mean, Dragon Age is the beginning of March.
Okay.
There was supposed to be Deus Ex and Portal 2 were both announced for February, but they've both been delayed.
Surprise.
So-
Nobody's getting the Bullet Storm.
I am. I'm gonna get that.
It looks.
Really?
I mean,
I'm gonna
Is
get it.
Is that the Epic Games?
Yeah, I'm getting that
Yeah.
basically so I can get in the Gears beta.
yeah. I guess that's a reason.
That's like
Maybe
when
it's good. I mean, it's a different take on shooters,
Yeah.
if nothing
It
else.
could be a big surprise. It could be good. I mean, Walter was saying it looks like shit, but I don't believe what he says. He likes Gran Turismo and he hated Epic Mickey, so he's dead to me.
See ya.
Well, I don't know what Walter said about it, but Bulletstorm is evidently going to use kind of like an auto log type feature. You know how like in Need for Speed, there's like your friend got you were talking about like with Movie Guru, like it's like
Yeah.
he beat your score. Well, what I heard is like Bulletstorm is kind of going to have that with like because the levels are all score based. So there's it's basically gonna be like a score chasing type game. So I can get behind that. I like that.
So hopefully it's better than the club.
The club.
Yeah.
Game of the year.
No, not at all. Um,
Oh,
yes, I mean a lot of good games coming out this year. So, but why don't we take a quick break and then we'll come back and do some news. All right, let's do some news.
I think we got to start with the biggest piece of news for all of us, and that's apocalypse has started.
that's not true.
Oh, it's completely true. Things are dying everywhere.
Yeah,
A flock of like 5 birds in Arkansas just randomly died.
Yeah, it's from Arkansas, dude. It's like rednecks inbreeding them, and like their experimentations went in the wrong direction.
yeah. So what about the crabs in England?
Crabs
In
died in
England?
England.
Yeah,
Well, it's due to bad teeth in England. So like the crabs, like they didn't want to get bad teeth, so they all commit suicide.
Here's my
There was
theory.
also a mass bird death in Sweden.
Well, they didn't like the Swedish fish over there. They didn't think they were good candy, so they just exploded.
Here's my theory: is the Arkansas bird thing happened and it's fucked up. No one knows what happened, but since that got such good ratings, the news now is just looking for like, oh, there's some birds that died on a beach somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
That's how sad. Like news has become. Where this
It's
stuff
gotta
does happen every like few years. It's happening all at once, and
yeah. The crab thing. Like they said, it happened like 2 or 3 years ago.
yeah,
It's just the water gets too cold and they come to shore like around the shoreline to try and scavenge for food and they die.
yeah. So whatever.
There were 2 more as well. There was about 100,000 fish died in a river, also in Arkansas. I don't know what's going on in Arkansas.
I think Fozzie might
Right.
be right on that Arkansas
Yeah.
one.
Just believe
And
me, okay?
2 million fish died in Chesapeake Bay.
That's a lot of
In
fish.
where? Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently there's no. They tested the water. There's nothing in the water. They just. It seems like it's just cold water stress or something.
When did that
Or killed
happen?
by the weather. That was recently, like in the last couple days.
So like, was it maybe last Thursday or Saturday?
The report I have is from today. So
So I crossed over the Chesapeake Bay twice.
oh, so it was you.
Yeah, I was just making sure it wasn't me. Yeah. So there we go. The world's ending. We're an award-winning podcast. Like,
How does this happen?
I don't know. It's insane. It's insanity.
Speaking of insanity, Rock Band developer Harmonix was sold. And you'd think that for a group that's developed some really great music games, they'd been sold for a lot, but they were actually sold for $50.
Wow. But to themselves, though, right?
Right. Yeah, basically. So they were bought by to make themselves.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh man, I should bought for $60." Enjoy like the hundreds of millions of dollars of debt that fucking thing is in. You know, it's not like someone bought the whole company for $50 or something. You bought it with all like the royalties and shit you have to pay too and whatnot. So
yeah, they were saying they're also responsible for millions of unsold games and equipment sitting on warehouse shelves.
yeah.
Apparently, Viacom, for selling them for $50, was able to write off their losses and netted like $150 million in tax benefits.
Wow, holy shit. Cha-ching. Yeah, I
This
don't know.
reminds me of Midway a couple years ago was sold for something really low like that, some ridiculously low amount.
True.
The creators of like Mortal Kombat. Again, somebody who created something that was really great, but for whatever reason just didn't work out financially.
Mm-hmm.
They had lots of great games back in the day, but once they hit the 2000s, it's like they were stuck in the 90s.
Yeah, they didn't know what to do with Mortal Kombat. They didn't really have anything else to lean on.
Yeah, they were an arcade company, you know. I mean,
And they couldn't make the big machines anymore.
Blitz was
They
fun.
could, I guess.
Blitz was awesome. So
Blitz.
Yeah, NFL
Yeah.
Blitz.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anybody bought it though, and they probably lost the license too, didn't they? That's probably more.
Well, I mean, yeah, Midway's now been broken up. So,
Yeah, Midway's fucked.
yeah, I'm sure. So actually, I think EA might own the NFL Blitz license now.
Mhm.
They own the Jam license, so the NBA Jam license. A lot of good that did them. But... All right, so what else we got?
Torrent Freak has released their annual report on the most pirated games of 2010. And leading it off, Call of Duty Black Ops was pirated 4.27 million times.
Yay!
It's not really surprising.
No.
I mean,
Well,
yeah. They made $1 billion in revenue. I'm sure they're fucking stressing over that.
That's just on the PC. Apparently, it was pirated another million times on the 360.
Yeah.
That's impressive because I mean the PC version, I guess you can get around. You can play on like private servers and stuff. But playing a pirated copy on the 360, like you're just begging to get your fucking Xbox banned.
And what good is it at that point? You basically said, okay, I can never put my Xbox on Xbox Live ever again.
Yeah, and if they catch you, basically they block your IP and they block the system.
Yeah,
so.
that's ridiculous to do it on a Xbox. I would never do that. PC is a little different story, but we won't go there.
And here's this was surprising to me at least, Super Mario Galaxy 2 was pirated 1.47 million times.
Wow.
I guess with that.
And Dante's Inferno was the most pirated game on the Xbox 360 with 1.28 million.
That
Why
makes
the fuck people
no
are...
sense at all.
Dante's Inferno, of all games, I mean, Red Dead, just pirate a game that's good at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm confused by that. Like, we're gonna pirate this mediocre God of War clone.
Yay.
That's still sitting in my GameFly queue too. I need to delete that. I'm never gonna play that.
Oh,
Wasting my time.
that's a shame.
I gotta play Epic Mickey instead. So Jeff doesn't cry.
Play it.
But
I'm
What?
convinced you guys won't like it, regardless. But whatever, play it.
why are you convinced we won't like it? Do you think we have some sort of pre-existing bias towards it?
I think 'cause we told him we don't like N64 platformers.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll be surprised. You'll be like, "Oh, he was right."
I'm interested in at least experiencing the world that they've created. I don't know if I'm actually gonna like the gameplay
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to at least look it around. The 2D levels look awesome. Like I'm really excited to see that.
Oh well, don't get too excited for those.
So the one part I'm excited for, you're telling me no.
What?
Like, sorry, Steamboat Willie, no, you're not gonna like it. Damn you, Jeff!
No, I mean they're fine and they're like nicely animated, but they're really short. Like they're usually.
Aren't they like in between the main levels?
Yeah, it's just how you get from level to level.
All right, so what else we got news-wise?
Sounds like you guys are going back and forth, or I can't hear you guys. I don't know.
We're trying to intentionally loop you out of the conversation.
Shut it, Tony. No one wants to hear your face.
So the lawsuit that the two former heads of Infinity Ward filed against Activision is going very poorly for them. West and Zampella are having trouble because they're claiming Activision is making the lawsuit go on as long as possible to increase their financial costs, and they're having trouble keeping their company open.
That sucks.
And actually operational while the lawsuit is ongoing. And it's looking like some of the paperwork that's been filed by Activision that some of their claims about the two conspiring with AI to form their own company while they were still working for Activision is true. So it's looking worse and worse for these guys. Like, not only is the lawsuit costing them lots of money, but they could potentially lose.
Yeah, and I mean Activision doesn't have like I mean that's a general tactic too. Is like we're gonna try and just wait these people out because lawyer fees get expensive, and Activision has all the money in the world to throw at it. So
Well, the other big development was
Bobby's
that
going to get the last laugh.
actually, that's true. But Activision actually added EA onto the claim, their counter lawsuit.
wow.
So this is getting bigger and bigger. This could not turn out well for these guys. Like, I don't want to say that it would kill Respawn, but it would definitely put them back a long time.
And EA really is not in a great position either to have to fight this off. So
I could see Activision trying to settle, maybe, or maybe them trying to settle. I don't know. I mean, I don't see it going all the way anymore because of this. I mean, they're like, we're gonna throw EA in there. You know, fuck you guys. You know, you guys want to fuck with us?
yeah, and I mean it's like you kind of don't want to root for the big dog here, but it's like they're the ones with all the power. So
Yeah, exactly. They're fighting a losing battle. Losing battle.
I mean, they did actually get a financial settlement out of EA over the whole Brutal Legend thing.
which that seemed a little iffy to me, but so,
Yeah, I don't know.
So I mean, like that whole thing with Brutal Legend was like Activision basically said, look, we don't want to publish it, and then Double Fine went and shopped it around, and EA picked it up, and then we don't want you to release that game. Like what?
Yeah, it's kind of retarded.
I mean, I could see why Activision didn't want to release that game. I mean, it did not have mass appeal,
Right.
But why not? Like, I mean, EA probably didn't make a ton of money off of releasing it, so
Yeah, it didn't sell particularly well.
no.
I bought it. It was entertaining. The gameplay kind of sucked.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you guys
the
play it?
storytelling was great, but
Oh yeah, I love the story. But I like how it was an RTS in disguise.
yeah, it's like it's this bad action game at the beginning, like because you couldn't jump, so it was just like a bad hack and slash game, and then all of a sudden it's like, and now you're an RTS game.
And you can fly. Here, have wings.
Because that's how we're gonna get around like you having to move from point to point on your base and do stuff is by giving you magic wings.
It was so awkward.
Everyone loves magic wings.
And of course, the concluding battle of the game went back to the stupid hack and slash that didn't work that well.
Yeah, the game was broken.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
But entertaining.
Overrated.
I love
Oh.
the environments. I loved the
Words.
like driving through the album covers and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
That was cool. But
Oh, the world was wonderfully realized.
I knew that game
not
was
that fun to play.
It's just, you just
pessimistic over here.
you just smelled that out, right, Jeff?
Yeah, I did, and I was just like, I knew because like everyone thought Psychonauts was great. It was like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't that good.
I still
It was pretty good. What you have against that?
His games are all humor and like the cutscenes, and then the gameplay is just like it's boring.
which is why like it works. Which is why Monkey Island kind of works because it's just an adventure game. So it's like combine two stupid items to move on to the next area and get the next piece of story. But when he actually has to actually put gameplay into it, seems like they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh
classic.
well.
So in news, I really don't want to have happen. Danger Close, the makers of the Medal of Honor reboot,
Yep.
have announced that they are working on an unannounced AAA first-person shooter title, which 99.99% means they're working on Medal of Honor 2.
I'm surprised
Kill
by
me
that.
now.
I don't
I'm
want
not
Medal of Honor.
surprised, but
Yeah, it sold well.
It
it
did?
sold like 2.5 million copies or something
Oh,
ridiculous.
shit.
I mean,
Touche.
that's not Call of Duty numbers, but that's decent.
No, that's definitely decent.
I think the same thing is going to happen with this that happened with Army of Two and Kane and Lynch 2, which is that the first game sold kind of well, even though they sucked. So EA is
Yeah.
going to release a crappy sequel that no one's going to buy.
I don't know, but what
They're going to
wasn't?
make the same mistake again.
I mean, wasn't? I mean, not that I didn't play Kane and Lynch or Kane and Lynch 2 or either of the Army of 2 games, but weren't the second ones, at least improved a bit?
Not Kane Lynch.
No.
A lot
Army
of
of Two
Army
is
of
pretty
Two
good.
took a lot of the personality out of the game. A lot of people
Yeah.
hated the second game
Okay.
because
Yeah.
it just lacked the whole dynamic between the two characters and
Yeah, I like the first Army too. It was actually pretty fun. Just being able to high five each other and just like whack each other in the head. I thought those little things right there made it really interesting.
I don't know. You know what they could take out of Medal of Honor? The overuse of scripted events. That would be nice.
good luck with that because it's not they didn't loop in whatchamacallit, dice this time. It's just danger close at the moment.
Oh, Christ, and so they'll be making the multiplayer too.
Mhm.
Yeah. They're giving them 2 years this time though.
All right, well, but by then the world will be over, so we don't have to worry about it. So.
Ew.
Yay apocalypse, at least you're good for something.
Yeah, no more Medal of Honor. Anything else, Tony?
Oh, I know Fozzie wants to talk about this.
Oh boy, it's on.
Ohio State and the Sugar Bowl.
Here we go.
They had 5 players get announced that they had violations of NCAA rules for taking money. And they were banned for 5 games. Only the NCAA didn't see fit to ban them from the Sugar Bowl. They just banned them from the first 5 games of next season.
Yeah.
The
because of
NCAA
this-
is stupid.
That's part of it. The other half is that Jim Tressel, in order to allow these 5 players to play in the game, made them promise to return for next season because they're juniors.
Yep. I found God, I'm about to go off in a rant right here, but
And that's the end of that. All right.
What I find about the NCAA, which is funny, is that they completely, they just go for certain schools. Like, they say that they don't, but it's bullshit. They'll protect their investments as much as they can. For example, the reason they didn't ban them this Sugar Bowl is because they know that there's a good chance that they're not going to come back next year. Even with all these promises that Pryor and all them promised to Jim Tressel, that doesn't matter. They wanted to play this game. They wanted it to improve their draft stock. And if Pryor, now with Andrew Luck not declaring for a draft, if Pryor's a top 10 QB, of course he's going fucking bold. And he could thank this game because he had a monster game this bowl game to help his draft stock go up probably like half a round. So, I mean, I don't know. Besides the Cam Newton thing and all the sketchiness around that and the fact that he can still play, I mean, the NCAA is just making itself look like a joke. And here's poor old USC, good old USC, doing nothing wrong, minding their own business.
Sure.
Then they get fucking tag teamed with the goddamn ass raping. So it just goes to show that the NCAA has no integrity whatsoever. They go as they please and they'll punish as they please.
Here's what they did, though. The NCAA took the financial penalties that they would receive for not having these guys in the game, making it less of a game, and they just passed that cost on to Ohio State. They're like, well, we don't really have any financial investment in that. We have our investment in the bowl game. So we're going to
Exactly.
suspend them, but we're not going to suspend them from our game. We're going to suspend them
Yeah.
from your game.
Yeah. And just enough where like you could win those first 5 games too. They're not that hard. The
No.
toughest one would be like Michigan State, but they're pretty much a joke. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just all of it just seems sketchy. The fact that they were allowed to play this Sugar Bowl, but yet not the first 5 bowls of next year. I mean, what the fuck, NCAA? Really, you really want to go there? I mean, I don't know. NCAA just pisses me off whenever I even think about it. It's such a joke.
Stop thinking about it.
Never, Chris. Never. It is my lifeblood.
And that stupid, ridiculous promise that
What?
Jim Tressel did just to placate people.
Well, yeah, and now they're going to look like the terrible people that they are because they want to make $50 million. But at the same time, if you're Jim Tressel, you should have banned those people from the get-go. You know that depending on whether or not they had a good or bad game, they would bolt for the NFL. So he should have, if he truly wanted them to leave, he should have just wanted them to stay or something. He should have at least banned them.
But you have to remember, Jim Tressel wants to win the bowl game too. Like there's
Because
more
they
to
were
it than
0-9 against SEC teams. Of course, he wanted to fucking win. His reputation was on the line for sure. And now he's got 2 wins over Oregon now from last year, and now an SEC team. So here comes the overratedness of next year. I can't wait. Yay, Ohio State make it to another championship game and lose horribly. Fantastic.
So when does that season start up again, Foz? September
What,
next year?
football? Yeah, September.
Yeah. You know what else comes? You know what else starts in September? Star Wars 9-disc collectors edition Blu-ray.
Look
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at
That
that little
transition.
segue. Look at that little segue.
That's September
segue
too.
of the day right there. Go ahead.
It's like, yeah, they announced that's coming out in September. 9-disc super collector's edition. You can get it for $90 on Amazon right now.
Get excited.
It's I guess it's gonna retail for $140, but
Yeah.
Amazon has it for $90 right now. I jumped on that shit. It's
Yeah,
like,
I'll jump
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
it's like so. So I think do we got anything else? Is that it for news?
One more piece of news. This is just for Jeff, though. THQ inked a deal with Mattel to make a Masters of the Universe game.
Why is that just for me?
Because you like people wearing thongs.
I thought like somehow you knew like I watched He-Man when I was little. I was a big He-Man Masters of the Universe person, but I thought we all were okay.
I figure, I just figure you type, Jeff. That's all.
I watched.
Calm down, Jeffrey. We're not judging here.
Oh, I'm judging the whole time.
He had the power.
I watched Robotech. I wasn't a big He-Man fan.
I had all the He-Man toys, man. I still have them in a box, I think, somewhere.
I had the Skeletor's Castle. That
Yeah.
was pretty cool. That was badass.
Hell yeah.
You fucking old people, get out of here.
Fozzie's like, what the fuck is He-Man?
You know what? When they made toys back then, they were good. That shit lasted.
Tell me, Papa, tell me.
Like shit today don't last for crap, man. Like my kids are always.
Dude, I used to have Lincoln Logs. Yeah, I went there.
Yeah, Lincoln Logs are awesome.
Fucking
To
Lincoln
go over to
Logs.
my grandparents'
I
house
used
and
to I used to have Connect, which was a great like building thing. That was fun. I want to be a kid again. God damn it.
You're still a kid, Fozzie. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
I think we all are. So it's all right.
Video games, yeah.
Yeah. So we want to do some listener mail. I think we have a special giveaway courtesy of Direct to Drive this week.
Yay.
That's right. We have a copy of DC Universe Online to give away to one lucky.
I hope I win. That'd be
You're not
fantastic.
eligible, sorry, Fozzie.
Shut it.
Plus, you want to get the PS3 version so you can play whenever I end up actually buying it.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'll buy it. We'll see.
Yeah, well, I forgot to talk about this when we were talking about games we've been playing.
Oh, the beta?
Well, I didn't play the beta, but I did decide that I wanted to give an MMO a try. But I don't want to pay for it, so I jumped into Dungeons and Dragons online and started playing that. It's all right.
You sound really
All
excited
right.
about it.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know how much I'm gonna play of it. Like, it's just okay. I thought if I could, like, if that could hook me, maybe I could try out WoW because everyone says that's the best one. But I don't think I'm gonna make it to that point. So.
I don't think you want to.
No, I hear
No.
WoW like just consumes people's lives, and I can't
Yeah.
have that happen to me. But
Yes.
I actually made this mistake. I bought my nanny. She's been getting into like she got some sort of trial version of World of Warcraft and really likes it. So I bought her the whole collection for a Christmas present.
For your nanny?
I'm never gonna see that woman again.
Dude, she's not even going to make your bed or anything anymore. You're going to be like, what are you doing? She's like, don't worry, I'll get this done. Get off my ass.
I gotta take my level 30 goblin.
She's
That's
got
right.
like fucking the headset on and everything. That'd be great.
She can be like
Yeah.
that. She can be like that character in the guild, like the one that has the kids.
Oh yeah,
Dude, I started watching that show last night at like
that
3
show
in
is
the morning.
amazing.
Is it
It's
funny?
it's really well done, man.
Yeah, I like it.
Is
I
it?
watched like the first season and a half. It's really funny though.
It's
Gotta
surprisingly
love
good.
Felicia Day too.
Yeah. Maybe we can catch up with her at PAX East.
Track her down.
I'll spit a little bit of the charm, if you know what I'm saying.
It's like, hey, we're pseudo celebrities too.
You have charm, Fozzie. Stop.
You're damn right I got charm. Don't you dare say different.
All right, so let's do some listener mail. Let's hit this shit up.
Woohoo!
Alright.
Who's got it?
Mail, motherfucker. No, not me.
That's not us.
No, that's somebody else. That's some podcast that no longer exists.
Yeah,
I think.
what's that? It's like the over nation or something.
Overrated podcast.
That was
Oh.
wrong.
Javi's gonna come after us.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah. Oh, we
I'm
love.
sorry, Javi, I've had 1.2 beers, you know.
That's not even
He's
an
wasted.
excuse.
He's gone.
It's like, come on, Foz. I've been out drinking with you. I know you can hold at least the 2 beers.
Yeah. No, dude, beers get me on a whole
Yeah, it's when
different
it comes to
stage.
drinking them though that it becomes a problem.
No, I can drink liquor like it's no one's business, but when it comes to beer, I'm fucking lightweight.
Really, that doesn't make sense, but
Shut up, you don't make sense.
All
All
right.
right.
Before we
so-
devolve anymore.
All right. Here's the question. This is from xnacho_31x.
Spike.
His question is, why is Foz such a noob?
Wait, who's this?
Spike.
This is
Spike?
Nacho.
Oh, god damn him.
I think his name's Josh.
Yeah, he's an asshat.
Call him Spike.
Wait, what
Alright.
was this question about me being a noob?
Yeah. why
Yeah,
couldn't
he
you-
wants to know why you're such a noob.
Why I'm such a noob?
And I think it has to do with the amount of time your mom spent raising you as opposed to the amount of time she spent with me. That's
No, it's not like that.
all right. He's got a real question actually. He wants to know, what do we think this year's surprise like Darksiders was?
ooh,
I think he means 2010.
Yeah.
I mean,
And Darksiders came out in 2010, but
Pac-Man Championship.
Yeah, he's saying what's going to be this year's Darksiders.
Oh, what's gonna be
it's on
this
no one's
year?
radar, you know?
yeah, I think he's
Uh,
got.
I like well, we can't say Last Guardian. That's on everyone's radar. I like that. I like that.
I'm gonna go. Oh, sorry. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I got a
Alright.
few.
I got
All
one.
right,
All right.
all right.
Mine is
Let's
the
go
one
really
I
quick.
talked.
all right. One at a time, people.
All right, Fozzie, go.
All right, I was going to say that Tim Schafer, that one day he's coming out about
Oh,
the Russian
God.
doll.
Stacked.
Yeah, stacked. I think that's going to be a really cool game, and you might hate it, but I do not. It looks fucking sweet. So Did you want me to elaborate more?
Oh, that's okay. You've said enough, I believe.
Shut up.
I'm gonna go with the game I was talking about earlier from 38 Studios. Kingdom of Amalur Reckoning is what it's called. Um, we don't know anything about it, but it's got a lot of great people working on the game. It's not getting a whole lot of press, but I'm hoping it'll be really good. And I think it might be. And it's coming out. It's actually coming out in a bad time of year. I don't think it'll sell particularly well, but it could be really good.
Yeah. All right. How about
Jeff?
you, Jeffrey? Heffrey?
I say Chris should go for it because I got like
Oh.
1, 2, 3. I got at least 3
How the hell do you just think this off your fucking head?
because I saw the question before and I've been looking at.
Oh,
games.
you fucking assholes.
It's on my
I
blog,
I got 4 different ones.
It's on what?
dude. I took the questions on my blog.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I don't know. I mean, 'cause all the games I'm really looking forward to for this year are, they're all pretty big releases that everyone's kind of knows about. I don't know. I know I'm hoping to play this weird European RPG called Venetica that comes out next week. Nobody probably knows about that, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be great. So,
Hey.
not like Darksiders. I mean, not that I was a big fan of Darksiders, but I'm also not a big Zelda fan. So,
All right.
all right. So, Jeff, what do you got? You said you had a bunch of them.
I got 5 now. Okay. All right. All right. We'll start off with the one that I really hope is like a sleeper hit and it's just really awesome. Which is, and who knows, is Lord of the Rings: War in the North.
Oh,
And that has nothing to do with the Lord of the Rings license. It has to do with it being made by Snowblind Studios, and it might be like a Baldur's Gate type game. And if it's good, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
God, I got a bunch. Brink. I think Brink could be interesting.
That's the Bethesda game, right?
Yes. Just some shit I've seen on it, like the way you move through the environment. I mean, it could be garbage. Who knows? I mean, all these are like, who knows? I Am Alive, if that ever comes out.
that's not
Yeah.
gonna happen. Vaporware.
Oh, I did hear about that.
That's the Jade.
Yeah, it sounds fucking
But
awesome.
Jade Raymond's no longer working on it, right? I think she moved off of that.
I don't know. All I know is it was set in Chicago, and that's cool enough for me. One that I think like people really don't have on their radar enough. I just saw like the new trailer for it, and I think it looks amazing. Is where the fuck is it? Fight Night Champion. Did you guys see the story trailer for it?
Ooh, I did see the story trailer. Yeah, no. I agree. I like the fact that it does have a story, and it's also mature, which you don't really see from many boxing games.
And I think it's due to the story because like
Yeah.
in the trailer they're swearing and stuff, and
Yeah,
it looks like
yeah,
a
yeah.
really good like boxing drama.
Yeah, exactly. It looks. I'm glad that they're completely, basically reamping the whole Fight Night series. So I'm definitely looking forward to that because I like boxing games. I've always liked them. So hopefully it'll be decent.
I just want one that doesn't hurt my thumb.
Right.
God, that game killed me. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, no, I hear you.
I'm not a big boxing game fan at all. I just think it looks great, man. Like I want to play through this story mode.
Yeah.
I think Bulletstorm could be good. I don't know.
Yeah, that was one that I was contemplating. I don't know if like it would be able to do Darksiders type, because like Darksiders kind of came out of nowhere, and Bulletstorm everybody kind of knows about it.
Yeah.
Well, people knew about Darksiders. There just wasn't a lot of interest,
Right.
Like people like us knew.
Yeah.
It. I don't know. I think that's all. Go ahead.
I think you're probably right on that. Bulletstorm definitely has that. It's kind of getting some bad vibe right now. Like people really aren't sure like if they're going to be into it. So yeah, I could see that.
Dude, Borderlands had the same thing going on before it came out. Everyone's like, remember? Like it was like they redesigned it, they redid the look.
Yeah.
How is this really gonna be? There's so many thousands of weapons. Is it really gonna be any good though? And then it came out and it was like a huge hit. So you never know. I think
Yeah.
Bulletstorm has. I mean, if the guys at Epic saw something in it, I mean, they must have seen something in it that they liked.
Yep. Yeah, no, I agree.
I think that was everything.
Great,
What about Catherine?
Catherine.
I never heard of that.
Yeah,
It's a wet dream game, I think.
basically.
Oh,
You masturbate to sheep or something.
It's by the people who make Persona. I guess it's set in that world. It's so weird, fucked up. Like, you gotta watch the trailer, man. It's batshit insane, but it's also a Japanese style RPG type game, so I doubt that has the potential to, be a big giant sleeper hit.
It might sell 12 copies. That would be an amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. What do we got next?
All right, Quicksand Buddy asks or says, Nintendo recently warned that the 3D mode of the 3DS may cause eye damage in young children, and added that adults should only leave the 3D mode on for 30 minutes at a time. Do you think most people will still want to spend money on such a probably expensive system when it is possibly unhealthy to use its key feature for more than half an hour?
Yes.
Definitely.
I don't think any parents pay attention to anything. So.
Exactly. Like, I mean, do you guys ever pay attention to that, like, health warning on the screen when you play video games that pops up before every game?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
take a break
Not-
every hour for 15 minutes. Like, fuck that. I'll sit in front of my TV for 12 hours straight.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
I love when they tell us that. It just makes me want to work hard. I'm like, oh, fuck you, game.
It's like, I am not leaving this TV until I go blind.
The funny thing though about this story was that it made Fox News, it made CNN. Like, people paid for whatever reason paid attention to this warning from Nintendo more than you normally hear. But I will say the American Optometrist Association refuted the claim. They said that the 3DS won't actually hurt children as long as it's used in moderation, and it may actually help to diagnose vision problems that were pre-existing.
Just like the Virtual Boy.
yeah, this is
Only we
Nintendo
knew.
protecting their ass.
They're just covering themselves.
Yeah.
Because they don't want it to come out later that, like, they didn't have this thing, and some parent buys it for their kid, and their kid sits there for like 12 days straight staring at the screen, and his eyes go all funky, and he's cross-eyed, and like he's a little mentally handicapped after that. And then they sue Nintendo, and they're like, "Oh, Nintendo was bad."
Yep.
So, they're just trying to alleviate that shit.
I love that.
When really the parents should be the idiots, like, that are getting smacked on the hand, being like, "Why'd you let your kid play their 3DS for 12 days straight?"
Yeah, I mean, parents definitely need, should definitely be a more part of their kids and everything, and actually listen to those warnings, but they don't. Say anything to stop them from bitching for 5 minutes, I guess.
Yes. And I don't blame you.
All right, what else we got?
All right, moving on. Zephyr Gamgee. Question 1, I think he's asking this about the copy of DC Universe Online. He wants to know, did Fazzy, he spelled your name with
God.
a
Fazzy.
Yeah, he spells
Fazzy.
with an A like a little douche nozzle he is.
or Jeff take a dump in the box? I think that's a question for you guys.
Wait, dump in the box?
Well,
Yes.
well, there is no box.
There is no box, so I'm assuming if there were, I don't know what Jeff does at home, but Fozzie might have.
It happens.
I mean, I guess if you win and you want Jeff or Fozzie to crap in a box and send it to you, actually, I think that might be illegal, but
It's too late. I already shit in my
if it's
pants.
if it's requested, then
You got it.
I mean,
it's like, you can do it. We can get that for you if you really want it. But no,
Make it happen.
it's a code. So
I'll send you a specimen.
here's a stool sample.
all right, and I'm sure Jeff has read this part already. Question 2: I've been playing Epic Mickey, and it has not been very good. It feels like a poorly done N64 platformer. I'd
Ooh,
elaborate further, but you have a show to do. So the question is, apart from your Disney epic boner, why do you like Epic Mickey?
Is this a
ouch.
real question, or did you make
This
this
is
Yes.
a
up?
real question.
Who asked this? So I could find them.
Zypher.
Zephyr
Zypher
Gamgee.
from Tiny Chat, dude.
Zephyr Gamgee played the game. He said he liked it. He's full
I
of
think
shit.
he lied to you.
Maybe he sent in this question a little bit earlier or something before he started liking it.
I think he's just fucking with me. But I will say what I like about it is the atmosphere, the world, the music, and the story. So there you
So
go.
everything.
Well, no, not everything. I think the gameplay has issues, but I think the gameplay is also pretty fun at to a point. I mean, I just had some problems with it.
I mean, you described it as an N64 platformer, so it's a platformer from 10 years ago.
Hey,
It's
Sweet.
That looks
Hey,
good. That looks good and has a cool atmosphere.
I just started playing Banjo-Tooie and I could not deal with it. Okay, so
So you're like, this is better than that.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
it's like-
I'm confused. Why would you even use that as an example?
I started playing that Banjo game and it's like there's absolutely no direction. I'm like, where am I going and what the fuck am I doing? Like the world is huge too. And when you start off, you always start at the same point. Like if you like turn the game off and come back, so you have to
Well,
like.
did you ever play Banjo Kazooie?
I played it like a couple of years ago. Yeah, when it came out on Xbox Live,
Yeah.
and that was okay. But the second one's worse. So it's just
Yeah,
like
the second one sucks.
annoying, man. So I mean, it's whatever. I'm not gonna argue this anymore.
Zypher wants answers immediately.
He got him.
Alright. It's
All right, moving on. TM Jedi asks, I guess since you're giving away free copies of DC Universe, I have to ask, who's your favorite DC character and why?
Batman. Because he's Batman.
I like-
That's a circular answer.
Well, no, because he is Batman and he's an average human being like us who's also a multi-billionaire, super martial artsy,
So he's not really average like us at all.
super martial artist, and can afford all that stuff. So, like, while none of us could ever be Superman, one of us could be Batman,
Which
is what we're all saying.
Maybe one of us is.
Oh, shit. I could see Jeff in a bat suit. He'd be like white.
Oh
like-
God, my eyes.
Yeah.
bat nipples.
His
He's just
special
gone blind.
his special powers would be blinding people with his whiteness,
With his bat nipples.
and it works for him because he's Batman. You don't need to be like Superman or something crazy.
I think it's harder to be Batman than it is to be Superman. I'm just going out on a limb there.
Superman wears spandex. He wears his pajamas out. Batman wears body armor.
Yeah, he
Badass.
has to, dude.
Right, 'cause he's a
He's
badass.
person like us.
Right, he's like, I'm gonna go out there and fight these people, these crazy people.
Yeah,
And then, like, Superman's like, I'm Man of Steel. I'm a
yeah.
giant
Superman
fan."
just thinks he's like hot stuff, and he just like walks through bullets and shit.
Until there's like an eclipse, and then he's a fucking pussy. Oh, the sun went away. I am weak now. Or you get a green rock and you throw it in front of him. Here, look what I got.
That was the thing about Superman. They made him so overpowered that the things that made him weak were all really lame.
It's like, oh no, the sun, or green rocks.
Because you couldn't shoot him, you couldn't blow him up, you couldn't beat the heck out of him. You
Yeah,
had to come up with something
Sorry.
ridiculous.
Right, which is why all of his villains are lame. Like, Batman's better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Superman is super gay. Sorry.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
I think we're coming to a consensus here on Batman being the best. DC character.
Batman.
And
I
really,
mean, I don't even know that many. So.
that's really about it, though. I mean, I like Green Arrow. He's kind of in the same boat as Batman. Like, he's just a rich dude who dresses up like Robin Hood and shoots like arrows.
Yeah, it's a little gay too.
Yeah, a little bit. So, like, there's
Arrows?
Batman. Batman's better. That's why Green Arrow's not my favorite DC hero.
Fozzie, you're not going to vote for Wonder Woman? I figured you would.
Oh, I would motorboat the hell out of Wonder Woman, but I'll stay with my boy Batman.
I do like Batgirl.
Yes, she's nice too.
She is nice. I mean,
Well, I like the Joker. I think he's pretty awesome.
I like
Can't go
Alicia
wrong with
Silverstone.
I do.
Oh my
She was
God.
kind of fat in that movie.
I liked that. I was like, oh yeah.
You're like, I like chubby Alicia.
She was hot. Dude, I'll take that any day.
Dude, she got fat though, man.
Spank that ass.
You got no standards.
Oh, I'm so. Oh yeah, you wouldn't fuck her. Okay.
It depends, dude. Are we talking about Alicia Silverstone like Clueless or like that Aerosmith music video?
Like,
'Cause, oh yeah.
Alicia Silverstone right now.
No, I don't know. I would have to see a picture of her now, unless she
I
got
would love
skinny
to see a
again.
picture. I wonder what she looks like.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just living off her Batman and Robin money.
Yeah.
Yes, for royalties with Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, what else we got?
All right, from Graminator. This question is for Fozzie. What
Oh,
is this
gosh.
motorboat, and where can I get one?
Motorboat
And I believe
is not,
Fozzie's mom would be more than willing to instruct you.
Motorboat is not so much something you can buy from stores as much as like a way of living. To motorboat, every woman you can find is everyone's life goal as a motorboat.
Probably illegal.
I am what you would call a motorboat connoisseur. I've written many leather-bound books about it, and kind of a big deal in the motorboat
Fozzie's also
community.
listed as a sex offender in
Yeah,
7.
So-
You say here.
Exactly.
So, Gramner, if you
You
ever
say your
need
big deal in
help,
the motorboat community.
yeah, to the motorboating community. So, if you need more tips, just let me know. I'm a good person to know about when it comes to motorboating. So, you're in good hands with me, big guy.
As long as it's not Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, Arkansas, Mississippi, or Utah, because Fozzie's a registered sex offender there, so
That's a lot of states. You missed a few, but that'll work.
I can't keep track of them all.
hmm
All right, what else
All right.
we got?
Moving on.
That was the only question he had. What the hell?
Albell005 asks,
Ethan.
the podcast. What is? I think I'm just gonna ask what I think he's trying to ask because his grammar here is pretty sorry. He wants to know the story behind how we all got together on Vagary and got together the podcast. Because I don't think we've ever actually told this story.
I was drunk at the
Yes.
time. You guys as good as
Well,
Aren't you
I
normally
came-
drunk at the
yeah.
time?
I came up to Chris and I was like, "Hey, Chris, I see you have this podcast here that you're not really using. Do you mind if I borrow it?" And then basically I was like, "Hey, Chris, you're pretty good friends with Jeff, right? He seems like a lovable character. And I'm pretty good friends with Napo, and we have this little late night thing going. So why don't me and him join up with you and Jeff, and we'll create a fun little podcast." And here we
Is
are.
that how it really happened?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was something like that, yeah. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, because I was in limbo because I was going from Teabag Radio onto other ones like a homeless little child, and then Chris took me in at the late at night. He gave me a place to stay.
yeah, Fozzie came to me, I don't know, back maybe July or so.
Yeah, I was a stranded little noob.
It's like, yo, like, what's going on with your show? Like, you haven't posted anything since April.
Yeah, it was a while.
I was on one of your last episodes.
Yeah. And I mean, that was like, we were on like the Teabag Radio schedule at that point. Like,
Yeah.
there was like maybe one every month, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hadn't done anything since April, and like that was a hard show to do, the original incarnation of this, because like getting 4 or 5 guys, like we all recorded here in my house,
Yeah.
and like that was a giant pain in the ass, and it was hard to do on like a weekly basis. So I kind of sat there. Fozzie came to me, said, "Yo, what's going on?" And yeah, asked me to go see what Jeff was up to. So we were actually gonna do a podcast earlier in the year with somebody else that fell through. I believe that was going to be called Checkpoints. We were going to review like old video games or something.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
remember
yeah,
that. Yeah.
But that fell through. That was not that was not produced by me. It was not produced by Jeff. It was produced by the other person. And
It did not work.
yeah, I mean, he wanted to go in a different direction. He did. So, and then and Fozzie brought Tony on board, and
And the
here we
magic
are.
happened. Yeah,
21.
Yeah, I brought
Let
the magic.
the magic happen.
that was a
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
what I say.
I don't know.
Jeff,
I
Say
said
something.
that was an illuminating question for once.
Illuminati.
21, 20. Well, actually, I guess 22 straight episodes, 21 weeks of shows though. So
We're consistent, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
We're doing all right.
we hit our Friday marks pretty much every week. I don't think we haven't had one go up on a Friday. So it's good stuff.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
even with the
indeed.
website dying, we still managed to get stuff up before it died and then after
I
it died.
know.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, we like just hit right on the right notes and
Seriously.
Now there were times when I had to get laid.
Cheers to it.
Ozzy had to watch, fucking college football. But hey,
I mean,
Hey, we have our priorities, okay? You've got your women, I've got my football. Take them as they are.
and
At least my hobby doesn't give me AIDS. Oh, crap.
Neither does mine.
hey, I'm not fucking boys in the ass. It's fucking. I'm not even. It's not,
let's just not finish that
Yeah,
thought.
yeah, it's-
Yeah. That
Let's move on to
went
the next
somewhere
question.
fun.
Yeah, what's the next question?
hey, I'm just
Corey
saying.
Milne.
It's
Everyone's favorite Irish bassist asks,
Hey, yo.
who's your favorite comic book character?
Batman, because he's Batman.
Probably Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes.
seriously.
It's not really a comic book though. It's a comic strip.
Eh.
I mean, I guess you could buy it in book form.
All right, comic book character. I
Ozzy
don't
likes
know, man.
Jughead.
I was never into comic books when I was young, dude. I was into like trading cards, like baseball cards, but
Who's your favorite baseball card character?
shut up, idiot.
Dude, I'm telling you, Fozzie likes Jughead. He's all about the Jughead.
I could definitely see me being a Jughead fanatic. Yeah, comic book, Batman, sure. I'll go Calvin though, because that was I used to love reading the Sunday comics for that reason.
Cool.
Yay! Did you
Yeah.
guys do yours?
I haven't
Ooh.
done mine either.
Oh,
Go ahead, bro. Do it up.
I can't actually say his, I can't pronounce his name. The guy from Watchmen, the one who wears the mask.
Roche
I
or
love that guy.
Rorschach?
Rorschach.
It starts with an R.
Yeah,
Rorschach.
Yeah,
There you go.
Rorschach.
The test.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's named after the test.
Just call him
I
Inkblot.
just think that's such an
It's
interesting
called
character.
It's awesome.
I love how like the ink blots move around too as you go from frame to frame.
Yeah.
Like he is really well done.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I'm gonna go with him just to be eclectic.
Aren't you a lucky bastard?
Now I can't, for some reason I'm just drawing a blank. Who was the chick?
Hey,
Shoot,
I don't know.
Exactly.
not Clean Ackerman, you know.
Yeah, Malin Ackerman. I liked her tits.
whoa, family-oriented podcast. Surprise.
I liked her boobs,
Yeah,
her balloons,
That's
her
better.
jugs.
Her hoo-hoos.
Right.
I'd motor boat the hell out of those.
What else? What else we got?
All right.
Wait, what about mine, man?
Oh,
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, kill you, man.
all right,
Hey,
Justin.
man.
Got you.
Come on, man. I'm gonna date myself and say Spawn.
Spawn.
That was
Oh,
like a big comic when I was 13. I actually read it. That's like the only comic I ever like really read. So, and I thought it was an interesting character.
It was up until McFarlane stopped doing it. So it was good though for a long time.
Yeah, it was.
All right.
All right.
So what else we got?
All right, we got some questions from Paul Graham.
Polly boy.
All right, number one, with the recent news of Beyond Good and Evil HD finally getting a release date, is there any game in particular from last generations you would like to be updated and put out on the Xbox Live Arcade PSN?
From last Xbox generation? I don't know.
Last Xbox,
Halo?
or PS2.
Uh,
Halo's
the,
already out there, though.
I
The
did
first
a
one?
poll.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Wait,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
what?
but it's on like Games on Demand or something. It's not on the
It's
Live
not the same.
Arcade.
Yeah, it's not the same.
So
There are no achievements, I'll give you that.
Yeah, and is the online even running on that? Or there was no online? Yeah, fuck.
There was no online for the first game. Yeah.
I have a whole list that I did the other day on my blog, so I'll save me for last on this.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it before. I think it was on your list, Jeff. Like Halo and Halo 2.
Yes. Absolutely.
Love to see them in HD. Wow, it's any of the 4 original Ratchet games. I'd like to see them, get remade, put up there. Maybe the Jack games. Sly Cooper's already done, so yeah. I mean, I know that they're not PSN releases either, but however they get made, I would like to see them done. So those are mine.
Wait, they just have to be remakes then, right?
Right.
Not
Yeah.
sequels. Okay. So then I only have one.
And
Mine
what
is
would it be?
It would be Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. That would be awesome on Xbox Live.
Yeah, that would
That'd
be
be a lot
fun.
of fun.
I
I
don't
remember
get
having a
why
bunch
they
of
don't
guys
do
over at
that.
my house and playing that game. That game was awesome.
I played it with all my buddies. I bought multiple copies of the game, like so that all my friends would have it, so I could go over and play it with them.
yes, I love doing that.
Yeah, that game was fun.
I'd love to see Mech Assault and Mech Assault 2. Those games were fun.
Yeah, Mech Assault was surprisingly good. I really enjoyed that game as well.
What about
It-
Tony Hawk 1 through 4, guys? Yeah.
I'm
No.
with you
Yeah.
on that. I'm like, yeah, I could see that. They were fun.
Tony Hawk is dead. He thinks the last 2 games that he released are good.
Well, I mean, he's an idiot, but
Well, even if he thought they suck, what's he gonna say? Oh, they suck.
right.
Yeah, man, he's here to get paid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Activision is still cutting him a check, so
Not too much else around that. All right.
All right, his next question. In your minds, what are some of your favorite female protagonists in games?
Oh,
I like Lightning. I only played
no.
about 7 or 8 hours, but I know that she kind of was like almost identical to fucking Cloud in the sense. But I thought it was kind of cool. You know who else I liked was the Heavenly Sword chick. She was pretty awesome as well.
Nariko.
Yeah. So I would definitely put her up there too.
How about Vanille? Bend her over,
No, stop. No.
smack her ass a little bit.
Hey,
Aya Bree, from Parasite Eve. I liked playing her. Jill Valentine, from Resident Evil.
Sure.
Oh, I'm trying to think of like some other ones that I like.
Come on, Bayonetta.
No, I
It
mean
was so much fun.
that chick freaks me out. She scares me a bit.
Yeah. She's a kinky little one.
And she's fucking like Giganosaurus.
That's a huge bitch.
Chick's tall.
Her legs are like 3/4 of her body.
Yeah.
Come right up,
Right?
right up to her watering hole.
Oh my god. Dirty man.
And that is a new term
Come
I
on,
just made
she
up.
can put her feet behind your head and then they can come back again.
Oh my god.
I hate tall chicks too. There's your title for the episode, The Watering Hole.
Kind of fits, you know. Episode's 21. Can drink now.
There you go.
Double entendre. Alright, so what about you guys? Favorite
Yeah, Fozzie.
protagonist?
I just said mine. Like, I'm always the first person to say something.
I want to go last because I have the only good one.
Well, you're the only one left to go.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm gonna go with
wait.
Jade from Beyond Good and Evil because she's actually a well-drawn character, and I cared about her.
You would.
Yeah, I would because I'm right.
Oh,
I mean, we're not saying you're wrong. Like, you don't need to get defensive.
Jeff, let me just say this: you're wrong.
We don't. We haven't played the game yet. But
yeah.
I can't wait till you guys do. I think generally you guys will.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. I was kind of glad to hear that it's coming out. So,
Such an overlooked game.
yeah.
If I can get away from my mech and jetpacking and Killzone 3,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Alpha Protocol. I mean, that's got me hooked. So, let's see, game of the year right there.
oh, but you're 4 hours in. You're almost done.
True. That's looking good then. Looking good indeed.
Just-
Is it short?
It
No.
took me about 12 hours.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So what's next?
And his last question: what are some improvements you would like to see in the next Grand Theft Auto game? He says he's been playing through the game lately, and the controls in particular are making it a pain to play through.
Yes.
He feels like the narrative could be worked on for a bit. And is there any particular city we'd like to see in the next Grand Theft Auto? And don't say Chicago, Jeff.
What a great question. Okay, go ahead, guys.
Because you would say Chicago.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say Chicago. But...
In terms of location, I would like to see something outside the U.S.
Oh, you're missing the
Definitely.
point of the game. Can't be outside of the U.S.
Shut the fuck up, Jeff. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to anyone else listening here. Bastard.
Well, I'm the only one listening. God damn it.
I'm just saying that, dude. Like,
I haven't listened to anything
What is
Fozzie
wrong
said
with it?
since
What are
he
you
was
talking
talking about
about?
how
Grand
good
Theft
Alpha
Auto.
Protocol-
Grand Theft Auto originally was British or London or something. The first one was in London.
Well, it wasn't the first one. That was the third. Actually, that was the third one, I think. Grand Theft Auto London 1967.
Yeah, something
Is that
like
what it was,
that.
or 1969, or
Whatever. Just make one in London or something. I'm sick of the United States and like these New York, LA wannabe cities.
that's why you need to make it in Philly or Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I hope they
no.
don't listen to you,
Enough of
Fozzie,
these.
because that would miss the whole point of Grand Theft Auto, I think.
Tell me what's the whole point of Grand Theft Auto, Jeff?
I think a big part of it is American satire.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
know if they would get like.
Oh God, we've already discussed this. Why do you think that we're so ignorant that we can't fucking enjoy a game in the?
No, it's not that we can't enjoy it, but I don't think like they are making fun of us from their.
And it's not as
like,
fun to
monkey
make
perspective.
fun of, like... It's not as fun to make fun of, like...
themselves.
Yeah.
Or
What?
they might not even know how to make fun of themselves, for that matter.
Shut it, all of you. We're going to have one in London where you like it or not.
I hope not.
They had one in London. It was called The Getaway. It sucked.
Exactly.
The Getaway was awesome. That's what that game was called.
Go play the getaway.
That game was fucking amazing. You didn't like that?
It was really slow.
I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
They had one in Barcelona too. It was called that game with Vin Diesel.
How about we do like Washington D.C.? That's a great city to put in a Grand Theft Auto game.
What DC? Yeah, I could see.
Yeah. We've got
Well, we have more to discuss on this one, because I have a lot to say about Grand Theft Auto.
All right.
You could probably squeeze one out there, Fozzie.
Get excited. See you guys soon.
all right.
Go ahead.
Improvements or whatever. What do you got,
Yeah.
Jeff?
The main thing is what he mentioned is the controls. I think just make them simple and fun, like Just Cause or Saints Row. There's no reason for them to be the way they are. I don't care what their reasoning is about it being realistic or whatever.
Well, it's not realistic. That's the problem. Like, it's so bad. Like, it's nowhere close to being realistic. Yet they're like, we're trying to make this realistic system. Like,
But I'm sure, I mean,
Idiot.
with how good these developers are, I'm sure there's some sort of reasoning behind why they made GTA 4's controls the way they are, which maybe from a still philosophical standpoint maybe works, but not from a gameplay standpoint. I think they suck, man. I think another thing they could do to fix the story, and maybe this will be like something that people get pissed off about, is I think they should make the games shorter. Like, I just lose track
No,
of what's
I'm with
going
you on that.
I lose track of the story. Like, it goes into too many tangents that you don't care about. By the time that comes back to the main story at the end, you're like, what was going on?
I think GTA 4, in trying to fill up 30 hours, did a lot of repetitive gameplay too.
Yeah.
Like, you went a lot of places and did the same thing and then came back. I think they fixed that in the two additional chapters, the Lost and the Damned and the
Gaytoni.
Ballad of Gaytoni. I think those were much, much better from a campaign standpoint.
Yeah, they
like
were
the
they
missions
were
were
also
a lot more varied and a lot more interesting and not quite so repetitive.
and that entire campaign only ran about 10, 12 hours for each of those.
Right, those were both a lot shorter. But I mean, I loved the Ballad of Gaytoni. I think that was the best campaign of the three.
That was really good. I didn't beat it, but I liked where it was going.
Some of
but
the
that's
stuff in that
another.
was so awesome too. The explosive shotgun. I love
Yeah.
that gun.
But that's like another thing, kind of touches on like something I've mentioned a couple times with Rockstar games, is it's too much traveling in a mission. Like, I want the mission to just be fun and different every time. I don't want to just drive someone somewhere and go shoot a bunch of guys. They gotta really like spice up the missions a little bit.
Have you played? Oh, I didn't mention this when we were talking about games we played. I played through Mafia 2. Have you played that?
Just the demo.
I had
It's
not.
like if you start to realize how spicy the missions in Grand Theft Auto actually were, because all you do in the game is drive around and then go to a place and shoot a few people and then drive around more.
Like shoot
That's
out
the
a building.
entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, the storyline is great. I mean, I love the story it tells. The cutscenes were amazing. The production values were great. But the gameplay was just drive around, shoot people, come back. That was it. There was nothing else to it.
And I just think they should embrace what's fun about it more. I think they should take notes from Just Cause 2. I mean, there should be right off the bat, there should be skydiving and shit like that, like parachutes, airplanes.
Well,
all sorts of vehicles.
yeah, I think they should give you access to that. Like Just Cause 2 does it, is they give you access to that entire area
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Some people don't want to play the story; they just want to fuck around, and that's what a lot of what makes Grand Theft Auto fun. But they kind of ruined it in the fourth one. And they always have it like partially locked off too. Like that's in every Grand Theft Auto. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, you can visit this area. It's like it doesn't make sense.
The bridges are out.
Yeah.
The bridges are always
They come
out.
up with some sort of
Fucking
they're terrorists or something.
There's always terrorists in Vice City, in Liberty City. It's like, why the hell? Or like, Jesus.
So I mean, there's lots for them to improve on, but it's a series I really respect.
Oh yeah, it's a good series. Just I was not a big fan of 4.
I adored that game. I thought it was so much fun. But the Battle of Gaytoni was fantastic. I think some of the things you're talking about too, the fact that it was so ridiculous with some of the things you could do, skydiving on top of buildings and
Yeah. Why not have
driving a
that in
tank
there?
around. Yeah, you wonder why that kind of thing was missing, because that's what made the early Grand Theft Auto games so good.
I mean, that's.
I love like
basically
finding
what
where
San
the tank
Andreas
was and taking everybody out. It was great.
So there's our answer, Paul.
Yay!
All right, we got Brian Eccleston wrote in. Hey guys, I hate the podcast. I also won't listen to the answer of the below question, so please email me your responses.
He is a douche nozzle.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is
you
that
can
the whole
you can
question?
wait for that email. No. Do you think there will ever be a time where a reputable, large-scale gaming website will begin producing and delivering content that's created for adults? Not adult X-rated content. Content for people with fully developed brains. As of
Oh,
now, I can't think of a single website that doesn't produce their content with a 16-year-old boy in mind. Take IGN, for example. Their podcasts are very fanboyish. They run flame bait console wars, and this is why the PS3 is best posts. They still run top 10 articles, or top 60 articles that you have to click through 100 pages to read. The list could go on forever. I understand that a lot of the trash they post generates tons of traffic, which means lots of ad impressions and money in the bank, but I can't help but imagine that until games journalists and their respective websites start taking reporting of the industry seriously, the industry will continue to be seen as for kids by all non-gamers. I could go on for a while longer, but I'm just curious what you guys think.
All right, before you guys begin discussing this, I'm going to say something real quick. Newspapers are written for 6th grade reading level, so.
oh, real
Now
talk right
discuss.
there. No, I can kind of see where he's coming. Like, make it maybe a little bit more professional. He's trying to say that we don't need these top 10 lists anymore or anything like that. You know, we've kind of grown out of that. He wants the New Yorker for video games, basically. So, I mean,
Yeah,
is he?
and there
Will he
have been
get
a few
some?
attempts at this sort of thing.
Yeah, does it work though?
And they never work. They never work out because they
Yeah.
don't get the traffic. Therefore, they don't get the ad money, and they all eventually die.
Yeah,
So-
those top 10 ones always get the traffic, like he's saying. Like, they're the ones that bring in people, you know? Sometimes you
I
have
like
to.
reading it. I like reading like lists.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
I
yeah.
it's
always
not
read
bad.
through them too. I can't help it. Like,
I,
and
I,
I think it's where we disagree with people, where we actually get interesting things going on,
Yeah.
and that's the only place where you get the real opinions.
I think that some of his issue with, and he had a major issue over the holiday break. From what I read on Twitter, was there was like some big top 50 or something list, and every other page is an ad, and so like to get through it, you had to go through like 100 pages, and that's just a bullshit way to do things. Like,
hmm
but I don't know if that's a much like that's more of a we need to get our clicks, we need to get our hits way of doing things. Because even good sites like I like Giant Bomb a lot. I think they have really good content, and it's marketed at people more our age. It's not it's not uber mature. Like, I mean, we're still talking about games here, and they're not getting into like the political or social discussions of it. They're a game review site, like a game, that type of information. But
Yeah.
it's written for us. It's not written for the 14-year-old. At least that's how I like take a look at it. And their podcasts aren't really fanboyish. Like, yeah, like I get what he's saying. Like, IGN can be very polarizing. Like all the major sites can be very polarizing because they're trying to hit a large demographic of people, and you can't please everybody.
I think that's the biggest problem, is that if you want to reach the largest swath of people, you have to appeal to that lowest common denominator. There's no other way of
Mhm.
doing it. And
Oh.
you can hit that and still appeal to the people, I mean, like us. Like we were just saying, we still read these articles. We may not think that they're completely apt or, reach that high journalistic quality that we wish that they had, but we still read them.
Yeah.
And I think you can mix up your content too. I've seen good stuff on IGN, and Kotaku sometimes has interesting like editorials where you're just like, oh, that was. I think you could have a little bit of both, bring people in. But
Who's the guy on IGN who writes the different impressions of the games?
Thompson.
Michael Thompson?
Yeah, Thompson. Yeah.
I mean, I love his articles. I wish there were more of them, but not everybody can write those, I suppose.
Right, and he's freelance. Too,
He's not
so-
anymore. I think they've actually hired him full time now.
Oh, see, because he was full time at one point, and then
Right,
then
and
he
then he
left.
moved to New York, and now he is now the IGN's editor at large in New York or something. He's got some weird title like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I mean, I love his content. I love some of the stuff he's been doing, and his quality of writing is far and away the best on IGN, save for a couple other things you see from other people. But
Hmm.
I mean, there is that high quality writing does exist on the site. Like,
It's just it's unfortunately you have to dig for it a lot of times, or it gets buried beneath. Like IGN just puts so much content up that it gets buried.
yeah, in that respect, they're almost their own worst enemy because they're trying to cover everything. I mean, they're covering movies, they're covering TV, games, gear, whatever.
Comics.
You just get so many articles piling on top of one another. You can just easily miss all the good stuff.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, I come back to Giant Bomb. That's why I kind of like them a lot. I like they're a 4-man team. Like their editorial team is basically it's 4 people. They have a couple people that do like freelance or intern work for them, but it's a small core group. IGN is like, I mean, there's like 20 some people on that editorial staff, so that's a lot of writers, and that's a lot of shit just scrolling up, and I mean we see it. If you use my IGN at all, like a post goes up and it's gone in a matter of minutes. Like if you don't catch it when it rolls by, you're kind of screwed. So
Yep. No, definitely.
Fozzie, are you getting stoned?
No, dude. I'm sniffing. Getting a cold.
What are you sniffing?
No, I'm not sniffing anything fucking sketchy. I have boogers.
You are a booger.
Oh.
But actually, like going back to Brian's point though, and I mean it's not a website. Like they have a website, and I don't know. I haven't been to their website in a while. But GamePro magazine, which used to be very like kidified, is probably the most adult gaming magazine, like mainstream gaming magazine out there right now. It's not written for the people that walk into GameStop and get a Game Informer subscription, and
Yeah.
even their content has improved a whole lot over the past year. But there's some awesome editorials in GamePro. They don't really put the reviews in there anymore because putting reviews in a print mag is you're late to the party. So a lot of it's like an analysis on stuff, and it's a really cool magazine. So maybe he might want to try that out instead.
There you go. Get a sub to GamePro.
Boom.
Done. All right, Jeff. I saw that you had some questions.
Yeah, after all these great questions, here's what I got. Let's see.
Hey,
Jared M. Hoffman, I'm sorry.
the Hoffenizer.
He asks, which game franchise is most like herpes? It just keeps coming back and stopping you from getting laid.
Fucking,
Fozzie, when was the last time you were laid? Oh, never mind.
First of all, herpes has
Shut
never
it.
stopped me from getting laid, okay?
Yeah, I don't think a game has ever stopped me from getting laid either. So
Jesus. I don't know. Franchise that won't seem to die.
I don't know. Whenever my wife comes in and sees me playing a
Tony
shooter,
Hawk has become pretty herpeous.
yes.
They never seem to die off. I don't know where they're getting all their funding from, but
How
I'm not
about
getting the hint.
Call of Duty, man? Because my fucking ex used to love that game, so it would take away from my pussy time.
that's a
I
good.
don't know if that's what he's asking.
Well,
But-
it
but
comes
it-
back like herpes and prevents me from getting laid. And it is herpes, so...
Oh, alright. So herpes it
I
is.
mean, Call of Duty is herpes. We're going to agree on that, right?
No, I don't think you can.
Okay.
Sorry, Jeff.
Just rub a little Halo ointment on it.
That's right.
Ew.
Goes away. Clears up. All right, what's your other question?
You guys don't
Wait.
want to talk about this one a little
Yeah.
bit?
Chris,
all right, yeah. I mean, and I love the series too, but Final Fantasy, like
Oh.
one, if there's a game that is gonna prevent you from getting laid, it might be that one. Chick walks in watching you playing Final Fantasy, that might be the end of it. So, but as far as actual, like, I mean, there needs to be an ointment put on that series because I like it. I still do, but it keeps coming back and it's not getting any better.
The genital wart of video games, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I think Foz had a good one with Tony Hawk. It's like that series really is kind of herpy-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Madden?
Herpy-ish.
Madden never stopped me from getting laid.
Ayo.
You can pause that shit.
Hell, who need to pause?
Yeah,
Just get down on the
put
floor.
out-
Touchdown, baby! I'm going all the way.
That scares me. Never talk about this again. All right, moving on.
Did you
What's
run the
next
double
question?
reverse? Oh yeah.
Shut it, Tony. You've had enough. All right, go
I'm
to the
taking
next
this one right up the
question.
middle, baby.
Go to the next question.
Alright.
You want to hear about stupid Tony over here?
I'm gonna read this one and run and take a piss real quick. So,
Okay, thank you.
yeah, just thought I'd share that. Gigawatt Conduit. 3 famous people you hate. You can kill them and get away with it. Who, how, and when?
3 famous people that I hate.
He's famous for these types of questions at this point. I'll be
I'm
back.
gonna start with Sarah Palin. She
Can
pisses me.
I say my beloved crew members of the Perfectly Sane show? Giggity.
Thanks. That's great.
All right, Fozzie's number 2 on my list now.
Damn it! I should have thought this one through. I should have went last. And your third?
Let's see. Who pisses me off? Osama bin Laden. Somebody's got to finally kill that bastard off. I might as well do it.
It's a good one.
How about you, Chris?
3 famous people that I hate. Like, I don't know if I actually hate anybody that's famous. Like, I mean, I guess I could be like a humanitarian and be like Tony and kill Osama bin Laden, but that just seems, like I'm stealing Tony's thunder there.
Indeed.
Wow. I don't like Ben Stiller, but I don't know if I want to kill him. Like,
He had to go eventually.
yeah, no, I don't have an answer for that. That's pretty insane. It's like, there's
Fozzie?
nobody I hate enough.
I already told you I hate all you 3, so you guys
You
are all
don't
dead to
hate
me.
any of us.
Alright, I would say Vince Young because he's an asshole. Cam Newton because he's an asshole. And let's throw Eli Manning in there. No one likes him anyway, so Mazel tov.
Yeah,
The
that
world's much better.
fucker killed me a shot at getting in the my fantasy football final.
There you go.
He led the NFL in interceptions.
Yeah, he's
Great.
terrible.
It's nice to see he's really come a long way.
Yeah, it looks like Giants got the better end of that deal.
He got
The
his
whole
ring.
Cameron Rivers thing.
Yep.
Uh,
So yeah, this must be the longest piss ever. So should we just move
I'm
on
back.
to this?
I'm-
Oh dear God!
All right, Jeff. What's your answer then? You've had
I'm
time
gonna-
to pee and think about it.
I'm gonna preface it and say I wouldn't want to actually kill anybody. But let me.
Weakling.
Glenn Beck just comes up to the top for me. There's something about that guy that is so dishonest, and I think he just represents like the worst of politics. And he's a fucking idiot to boot, man. I don't know how people listen to him. Like,
You
yeah,
would say that, you freaking liberal commie. I swear to God.
I could listen to some.
Glenn Beck is a national treasure.
national treasure.
Uh-huh. To what nation? I hope not this one.
Hey, Foztopia.
Makes up his own history and shit. Like he's awful, man. Who the fuck else? I don't know. That's the one that comes.
Glenn Beck.
How about Sarah Palin?
I already killed her, but you can kill her again.
Really?
I just don't want her. Like, she doesn't remember which Korea is the bad one.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
her.
It's stupid things like that. The woman is just dumb,
But she's
and
never
yet
gonna.
so many people follow her.
She's never gonna be in power anywhere. Like,
No, she's not.
no.
Actually, interesting. A study came out saying that only 49% of Republicans would support her if she was the lead on their ticket.
That's almost
for
50.
president.
Hey,
That's just Republicans, Fozzie.
I find
That's-
her
That's-
amusing.
It's saddening that 49% of Republicans would actually vote for her, man. That's
I wouldn't vote for her. I find her very amusing. Her show is ridiculous. I've actually sat down and watched it.
It is absurd.
It's
She like shoots deer and that kind of thing. It's
oh yeah,
brutal.
she was out shooting like caribou or something. It was like totally insane. Yeah.
I know there's.
I wouldn't want to kill her though.
I wouldn't want to kill. I would want to fuck her, but I know there's gotta be some out there that I truly hate. I just can't think of who they are. It's not Michael Vick. I don't truly hate him. I don't know.
Oh, he killed dogs?
Glenn Beck really like rubs me the wrong way, man. There's something about that guy that you can tell he's full of shit, and yet he sort of believes in his shit, and I just cannot stand him. Sean Hannity too. Like he's just, I'm a little weasel. Look at the Democrats are losing.
Oh, you liberal commie.
Oh.
Go back to Mother Russia where you belong.
Well, we can kill Nancy Pelosi if you want, Fozzie. Would that make you feel better?
Eh.
Yeah, see, I don't
Don't
like her,
care.
but she's another one. I don't want to kill her. I mean, I don't think I hate her enough that I want her dead.
I think she's a tough broad, man. I think I don't get why they gave her so much shit, dude. Like she was just the poster fucking, whipping person for the Republicans. Like, oh, Nancy Pelosi. They never
Well,
said,
she
like,
was the
"Oh,
one who
Nancy
came up
Pelosi."
with the idea that the Democrats could run their agenda through and didn't have to listen to any Republicans, which is why all the filibustering started.
Yeah,
Like she wanted to run their entire agenda through without consulting any Republicans, like pretending like they didn't exist.
That's what they should have done.
No, it's not what they should have done. And look how well it worked. It didn't work at all.
Wait. Let's not get into fucking politics here. Let's.
No, real quick. The Republicans were not.
Oh,
gonna play
dear
ball.
God. No one wants to listen to this.
Dude, Obama bent over backwards for them. They're like,
All right. We've had enough. Chris, take over your freaking podcast before I do.
it's our podcast.
They were never gonna play ball. And
I
the
don't
Democrats-
care. I don't want to be part of this.
Democrats should have put their balls. That's-
Shut up,
Yeah,
Jeff.
that's why I
Shut up,
don't
Jeff.
like her.
Shut up,
Ball-
Jeff. No one cares.
Just read the next question.
That was the last question, I think, right?
That was it.
There was one more that.
Read it.
Gigawatt once again wants to know, since the new Infinity. God, I want to fucking go on about this, but about fucking Nancy Pelosi. But
Shut
anyway,
up. Do it.
let me end it by saying the Democrats had no balls. They should have went what they were after, and they would have
Okay,
maintained more
Let's have
seats.
no balls. Moving
Anyways.
along.
Gigawatt. Call of Duty
What?
next start.
You're breaking up there, Jeff.
You gonna read his question?
All right, Gigawatt Conduit wants to know, since the new Infinity Ward Call of Duty may star Ghost, what character do you think should get their own game?
That's a good game.
Wait,
I
what
think
video game character?
Fozzie should get his own game.
Yeah, Fozzie's a character.
I would
Dude,
totally
I
play
think I think that'd be
Totally.
pretty interesting.
a Fozzie platformer. That'd be awesome.
Fozzie,
Fozzie,
giggity!
I gotta get to the weed or something at the top of the castle. I call my princess being Scarlett Johansson. So that'd be awesome. Be a little Persian Italian plumber hybrid. Be awesome. So wait, what is he asking? He's asking if any video game character can get their own game.
I think he means Call of Duty, right?
I think he does. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, because I was about to say I'd pick Orin from Final Fantasy X, but let's see. I don't know, dude. I'm not. Call of Duty characters don't really stick out that much, you know.
That's because they're not developed very well. There's just
Yeah.
lots of shooting of people.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, I only know a few of them. I know like Roach, I know Soap, and I know like Captain Price, but none of those really like I don't I don't know their like backstory and shit, so I couldn't really answer this one.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I wasn't aware that there were characters. I thought you just shoot stuff.
Yeah, they're
No, there
pretty,
is actually a storyline.
yeah, but there's not much. So,
All right, well that answered that.
yay!
All right, so we gotta pick a winner here, and actually we got 3 prizes actually, because
Nice.
Paul Graham, who asked us that trio of questions earlier, he sent us 2 codes for the Humble Indie Bundle, which is like 5-game pack or something like that. So
Yeah,
it was
This is bundle number 2.
yeah, it was it's the Humble Indie Bundle 2. So thank you for sending those codes in, Paul. That's great.
yes.
All right, so
I actually have a list of names here.
okay.
All right, Fozzie,
Yeah,
pick a number between 1 and 100.
1 in 100. 37.
All right. Which prize are we giving away?
We'll do the first one will be the DCUO.
All right. Well, Gigawatt Conduit has won himself
Yay!
a copy of DC Universe Online.
All right. So Giga, you get in touch with us. We will get the information over to Walter. All right. Need
All right, Jeff.
2 more.
Jeff, number between 1 and 100.
1.
Oh, you little scallywag.
TM Jedi.
All right, you're gonna get in touch with us, and we will get you one of those Humble Indie Bundle codes.
Yeah. Woo!
All right, and Chris, give me another number.
13.
13. That's Abel005.
Frenchie.
Fozzie, evidently you know him, so yeah, get in touch with us. We will give you the other code for the Humble Indie Bundle 2. Yeah, so thank you to Direct to Drive for getting us that awesome DC Universe code, and thanks to Paul for the other 2.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks to
A
everyone.
quick promo for Direct to Drive. Even if you didn't win, if you go on there right now and you use the code Joker, you get I think it's 20% off in the MMO.
20% off.
So even if you didn't win, you'll get a pretty good deal
You're
on
still
that.
a winner in our hearts.
And everybody's a winner at Direct to Drive.
Yay! Hey, that's a good slogan right there. Everyone's a winner at Direct to Drive.
we'll be in contact, Walter, to say you're gonna have to license that from us.
Excellent.
Especially the song there.
Yeah.
That song was fucking magical right there.
That was
so
amazing, Fozzie.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's fantastic.
Although your mom has made a lot more attractive noises.
Oh, God. Alright, let's end this episode before I start killing people.
Yeah, so
I think Jeff passed out from overdosing on politics or something.
I'm still here. My head nearly
He's
exploded.
over there
It's like-
raging about Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. It's probably,
no, I just don't get
probably
why.
furiously masturbating to her right now.
and we'll see you next week.
Alright.
On the Perfectly Sane Show, hosted by
Vagary.tv.